Good morning. How are y'all? So, today we're going to be talking about reprogram yourself to be rich, right? If y'all want money, if y'all want a good lifestyle, y'all got to understand first what rich is. What is rich? There's a difference between poor, middle class, upper middle class, rich, and wealthy. Okay. Some people are confusing rich with wealthy. Some people confuse rich with upper middle class, which is rich actually. Rich and upper middle class are pretty much the same thing. Um, so just to clear that up, depends on where you live, the cost of living, and your expenses, whether you consider yourself rich or not. So, in my opinion, okay, y'all see the fake background. This is fake, obviously, but I wanted to give you an example. Depending on where you live, what state, what country, this could be rich or this could be wealthy. Okay. There's a fine line between before you get to rich, before you get to wealthy. So this I would consider, like, if I were to live, in California, this would be wealthy. But in Texas, this would be rich or on the way to wealthy. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, this background, okay, this would be considered upper middle class right here. This is nice. It's kind of rich. Let me move so y'all can see. This is nice. Okay. This is rich, in my opinion, upper middle class rich. This is very elegant, very nice. Okay. This, I would say, would be kind of middle class, cozy, comfortable, decent. Nice holidays you can be spending here with the family. All right. This is middle class. Okay. Now, I know many of y'all have seen this background before. This is dusty. This is broke. So, y'all already probably seen this if y'all have dated a dusty. So this is the difference, okay? How do you want to live? Now let's reprogram ourselves to not settle for no crap we don't want. All right? There's levels to this. There's levels. So in order to reprogram yourself to become rich, you got to deprogram yourself to be happy in brokenness, with the dusty. Okay, you got to reprogram. That's not the way. They don't go together. Okay, so you have to let go of the dust. Now, I saw someone who is rich talk about if you want to reprogram yourself to be rich and to get around rich people, you gotta dress, act, walk, and talk like you are already there and you belong there. Fake it till you make it, basically. But looking rich and acting rich does not mean being flashy. Okay, this is the most important part, because when you have money, you're not trying to prove that you have money. You just act like you don't have any worries. Like everything is fine, everything is taken care of. What's next? Okay, those of you who are trying way too hard are missing the whole point. So luxury, comfort, being rich is comfort, no worries. Being able to walk and talk and just be at ease, not always stressed out about where the money is coming from. You know what I mean? So you have to be in a calm flow state. Your stress levels cannot be high. You can't be dealing with trauma and drama and brokenness every other day. So your environment has to change. The people you hang around have to change, because they're going to keep talking about brokenness, and they're reprogramming you back into brokenness with their talk. So what you got to do is get around, there's some people with money already, or be by yourself, so that you can start to reprogram yourself to live the type of lifestyle that you would like to live. Okay? You can't hang around broke people if you are trying to reprogram yourself to be rich. Just can't do it. Now, the reason why I say this is not because it's classism. It's not because, you're better than them. It's because their mindset is not going to help you. Their advice, their information, their habits is not going to get you to the next level. It's going to hold you back, because you're supposed to be doing something else. Okay? You're supposed to be more productive. You're supposed to be more at ease with a positive mindset about the future. You're supposed to believe in yourself. You're supposed to understand what it is you need to do, who you need to talk to, who you need to be around, who you need to date in order to get to that next level. They're not going to be able to give you that information because they're not living it. All they can give you is what they got, which is absolutely nothing. So that's why you have to get around people that already have the information and the knowledge and the connections. That's number one. Now, this is why I tell y'all to hang out on the rich side of town. Because even if you don't meet a man, you might meet a friend. You might find an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You might just live a better life, period. You might get a business idea. You might see what people with real money and what they're spending on, and what maybe your next business idea can come from that. Someone may offer you, money for you to do something for them, and that's how you can get your business started. And you have rich clients that are just going to pay and not haggle you about any type of price, So your best clients, if you are in business, are definitely going to have money because they have no problem spending. You understand? It's really good. If you are a businesswoman and you get you some little cards made and you go dilly-dally on the rich side of town, you can ask to leave your cards in little boutiques, little gift shops, doctor's offices, wherever. And women, rich women, I'm telling you, love to shop. If you have a little Etsy store and you make a card, if you have a little online shop and you have a little cart, women are just looking for places to spend their money and their husband's money. Okay, so they see a little cute card with a picture of a cute pair of earrings on it, or like they're picking that stuff up, and they're gonna get online and they're gonna order a bunch of stuff, $500 worth of stuff. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Because they're looking for new stuff to buy. How do I know? Because that's me. I already went to all the stores over here, all the stores in the mall over there. I know everything they got. I saw what they had. I got it. I wanted it. If I saw a card on, like, a little countertop and it had some cute earrings on it, I'm taking that card and I'm looking it up. I did it. Okay. And I'm telling you, you got to go to the rich side of town and spread your cards around little small businesses, especially where women go. Okay. Because look, I don't know who this is, but they finna get some of my business. Look at this. It's a card for furniture store. This person doesn't even have an address on here. I have to order this stuff online. This is probably a drop ship furniture company. They probably just deliver straight from the stores. But guess what? They finna get my business, maybe, if I see something cute on there, because it was sitting there and I have money to spend. You see? Because when you're on the rich side of town, nobody's at work. They're trying to go out and shop. All right. So, or they have enough money to where they can do both. So take your business cards, be proactive. Y'all are sitting there manifesting how to get rich, getting money from these men, putting it in your accounts. Take some of that money, take their credit card, go get you some business cards made, after you start a business and go pass them. Don't pass them out to individuals. Don't put them on cars. That's low budget. That's poor. Nope. Everybody throws that crap away. Put it in already established businesses that you know women are going to frequent. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And don't put your face all up on your cards. Okay. There you go. That's just a bit of advice if y'all are trying to get this money. Also, how to reprogram yourself to thinking less and doubting yourself. All the people that have money, do you think they went around doubting themselves every day? You think that's how they got there? No, they kept moving and they kept going until something worked, until they got their money. They didn't stop. They didn't worry. They kept going. They were consistent, and now they got their money. Most people that you meet who have money and who are rich, they're not the smartest people in the world. They're not the smartest people in the entire planet, but they were the most consistent people to do what they needed to do for themselves, not for other people. Y'all might be consistent in showing up to clock in to somebody else's company, but if you were that consistent to show up for yourself every day and build your own stuff, you might be somewhere further. That's why I say, when y'all get when y'all start dating these guys that are giving you money, immediately take that money, put it in a savings account, start saving and start you a business, whether it's online, drop ship, whatever. I don't care. Okay. Get in a room and figure out how you can start a business online today. Write a book. I don't even care. Something. But make sure you're continuously on the path to becoming rich yourself. And it'll be easier for you to get around people with more money than you if you even have some money for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, it's levels to this. Okay. Thank you, Charlotte Wilson. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's levels to this. If you frequent a yacht club, a marina, you're going to be around money. You're going to hear money talk. You're going to hear guys talking about this. Da, 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 da. You might meet some guy. He might have a yacht. You might get invited. You might not, whatever. You might just see him. He might be a regular at the little bar near the yachts. And one day, maybe he'll have a party and he'll invite. You never know. But you're going to be around money. So no matter what happens, no matter what social things that you're invited to, who you're around, who you're talking to, is going to be bringing that money energy instead of poverty energy. Okay. You're going to be around the right type of people, the right type of energy. And if an opportunity presents themselves, if a person presents themselves, if you meet a friend, if you meet a man, it's all going to result with money, all of it, because you're in the right environment and you're in the right direction. Okay. You can't hang around brokenness and expect richness to come out of it. No. You got to be in the correct environments around the correct people. Do you understand? Okay. And you can't be the negative person in the conversation. Don't let your poverty seep through. Don't let your lack mindset seep through. Listen and observe. Take notes. Okay. Don't be the one that they can say, oh, they're broke, just by your mindset. Okay. And usually people can tell you're broke by your negativity, your lack of confidence, and your your inability to not take responsibility or accountability for your position in life. You know what I mean? So also how you talk about yourself. So you must be positive. You must talk good about yourself. You're your best promoter. Okay. Stand tall, no insecurity. Know who you are. Act like you're supposed to be exactly where you are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said jealousy and negativity are poverty characteristics. They sure are. And so you got to get rid of all of that. You got to get rid of all of that insecurity, all of that jealousy, all of that gossip, all of that negativity, because that is a telltale sign of your financial position. And people do not like that who have money. You know why they don't like that? Because it's giving low class and it's giving negative energy, which is not good for money flow. Okay. So manifesting is not just thinking about something, it's working on it, right? Of course. If there's no path for whatever it is for you to receive, how are you supposed to get it? You know what I'm saying? If you send somebody, if you want money from somebody and you don't have a cash app to receive it, how you, and they can't get it to you any other way, how are they supposed to get it to you? Okay. Some of y'all got Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal. Y'all got several ways to get this money, right? Same thing in life. When you're trying to manifest something, whether it's being rich, whether it's meeting a man that has money that's going to give you money, you need to have several ways and opportunities for it to come to you. How is it supposed to deliver it to you if you ain't got no address? You know? That's why when you apply for a bank account, when you apply for a job, when you apply for this, when you apply for that, they need an address, fool. They need an address. Where are they supposed to send it to? How are you supposed to get it? So the address, I didn't mean to call you a fool, but in general, you know, it's foolish not to know that you must have streams of and ways and paths for things to get to you easier. Easier. Okay. If you don't have any way for something to get to you, it's never gonna get to you. The more pathways you have for something to get to you, the more you're going to receive and the faster you're going to receive it. Got to open up the paths. Okay. Open up the pathways to receive more. Can't just sit there in a dark room and manifest something without afterwards making ways for that to come through. Okay. Got to have a way for it to get to you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So that's why you got to put yourself in the environments. Observe, learn, adjust. Okay. And listen. Best thing you can do is just listen. You're going to learn so much more when you listen to people that actually have it versus trying to talk like you already know what you're doing. No, shut up and listen. Better to listen. Then talk later once you do what you need to do. Can we manifest a specific person? Girl, I'm tired of this dumb, stupid question. This is a Pygmeisha question. Manifest a specific type of person, like a rich person, okay? Because that man might not want you specifically. You might not even be his type. You understand? Stop asking me this dumb question. Can I manifest a specific person? Ma'am, if you ain't his type, you can do all you want. You need to manifest a man who's rich that likes you 10 times more. That's what y'all need to do, okay? That's all you need to do. Manifest the man that likes you times 10, that is rich, that got some money for you, that's going to provide for you generously and happily. All that other stupid crap y'all are doing is wasting your time and energy when you could be attracting what really wants you instead of what doesn't want you. Okay. When you attract or when you try to manifest another person and you naturally repel them, or they don't like you, or you're not their type, or they don't want you, all you're going to do is manifest them to reject you. Okay. Because y'all got to be on the same page and the same frequency and for order for that to work. You know what I'm saying? So understand what I'm telling you. How are you supposed to manifest a specific person when he's manifesting a whole nother person? Stop asking dumb questions. Get just in general, manifest a man with money that likes you times 10. Then you'll get a bunch of them and you can sift through the ones and find the one that you know that you like. Okay. It's better that way. You got options. You're 19 looking for a sugar daddy. You say 1.5K, but they say no, that's too low. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You need to go to the rich side of town. What you looking like, girl? What you looking like? What you over here looking like at 19? Okay, you got on a cottage core dress. Okay, no, you need to switch that up, ma'am. Cottage core, that aesthetic has been out. You over there looking like you about to milk a cow, girl. What you doing? Up your outfits. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'd say no too in that outfit, girl. You got to up your outfits, okay? Put on some real clothes. That season is over. Yeah, I had the same outfit, girl. I'm about to give all that stuff away. Y'all about to find it in Goodwill. You said that's not you, then why is it up there? See, that's also where you need to start. Put your own image on your stuff. Okay. Who is that person if it's not you? You got to be sure of yourself and claim yourself before you can claim some money. Anyway, what should we wear? Something that's cute, classic, not super trendy. Thank you so much for your practical wisdom that you are dropping right. Thank you, ma'am. You're welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said talents you were talking about yesterday. You speak 3 languages. Yes, that's impressive. Yeah. You learn how to know. If you know how to speak more than 1 language, wonderful. That's a turn on to some guys. Okay. So reprogram yourself to be rich. Okay. Why do you want to be rich? This is also what you need to think about. What are you going to do when you get rich? Is it for a stupid reason? Why are you getting rich? If you are getting rich for the right reason, you're more likely to get rich faster. How to motivate him to work harder? He's rich, but okay. By asking him for more. All right. Demanding more. That's how. Telling him it's not enough. So, why do you want to be rich? What you gonna do with that money, baby? Do you even have a plan for it? Because if you want money and you don't have a plan for it, or you don't know how to manage it, you're not going to be able to keep it, and you're not going to know what to do with it. So you also need to know what you're going to do when you get that money. You got to have a plan for it, because that's a vision. And when your mind is manifesting something, and when you're trying to get money and when you're trying to get rich, it works better if you see the end already. If you see the results already, it works better that way. So what are you trying to create? Okay. Because if you think of like money as energy and currency, and each piece of energy or each piece of currency is conscious, where does it want to go? What does it want to represent? You know, if money were people and you had to gather them in a place for a certain purpose or cause, what will be your cause? What will be your purpose? They be a part of, you know? So you got to start thinking about it like this. What are you going to do when you get rich? What is the vision? Paint the picture, you know? What is your goal? It doesn't have to be anything life-changing. It just needs to be something. It just needs to be something. It could be a house. It could be a car. And then you can have another vision after you get what you want. It could be this. It could be that. But you need to have the vision in mind. You need to see yourself walking and talking and doing what you need to do when you already got the money, before you even get it. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. When wealthy men and families in general hate it when they're spending for no reason beyond luxury. Yeah, if you don't need something and you're just buying something to fulfill a void, you know, and there's no purpose, da da da. Right. If you donate your old stuff and buy new stuff, you know, that's how you choose to use your money. So however you choose to use your money, make sure you still got more coming in than you got going out. All right. How can you attract high value women like me? I don't consider myself high value. I consider myself valuable, period. I'm not comparing myself to anybody low value. I'm just valuable, period. And the way you can attract a woman like me is to have a house like this or better. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Jamia. Thank you, Mills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. If you ain't working like this, then there ain't don't step, baby. If you got you might have a chance. You might have a chance if you at least working with. No, you're gay if you have this set up. No, it's too orchestrated, and someone's a good interior designer. No, Okay, you got a library like the Beast on Beauty and the Beast? Then we can talk. You see this? This is what the Beast gave Bill, a library. If you working with this, you have zero chances. If this is what your place look like, sir, zero chance. Okay. You got this set up. This is nice. Maybe. Looks like you know how to make reservations. Okay. Well, this is preferred. All right. Anyway, that's what. Okay, and another way to reprogram yourself to be rich is to understand that you do deserve this, no matter who you are. If you feel like you deserve to live like this, or if you feel like you deserve to have a man that has this, or something close to it, or maybe, a little bit more cozy, may not have to be this grand, but if you feel like you deserve to have this, you're already on the right path. Because think about all the people who make money and have money. If they didn't feel like they deserved something like this, they would have never got it in the first place. They would have stayed where they were and been content. But you got to feel like you deserve it. And when you feel like you deserve something, it's because you put in work. Not, let's say, not hard work like working for a job, but maybe working on yourself, controlling your thinking, your emotions, controlling the decisions that you make in life, the people that you hang around. It's all strategic. And when you feel like you've made the right decisions to get on the right path and the right opportunities have presented itself, and now you got some money in your pocket and you're not stressed out and you're around certain types of people who are generous, wealthy, and giving you advice or whatever, you know what to do with your money. And it's going to definitely lead you in the right direction. So when you do feel like, okay, I've made good decisions, I'm hanging around these type of people, if they're not better than me, they can do it, I can do it. That's what your mind is going to start doing. Okay. And so then you're going to feel like this is possible. This is what you deserve. This is not a big deal. This other person who's your same age and, not as smart as you, or maybe just as smart as you, whatever, they got it. So it's possible for you as well. Then you're going to start to feel like as if you deserve it. Okay. And that's what holds so many people back from having to reprogram themselves. They don't feel like they deserve anything. They've been told where to stay in their place, be happy with the ramen noodles, and clock in and shut up. That's what y'all have been trained to do, most of you guys. Y'all been trained to deal with dust. And you have to reprogram yourself. If you need to reprogram yourself and see things with your physical eye, go visit some places, go walk through some open houses. You know what I'm saying? Go to the rich side of town, make yourself look decent, and go walk through some open houses. Go walk through the nice side of town. Go shopping over there. Go do your errands over there. Get used to being over there. That's why I keep telling y'all to get over there, because that's what y'all want to end up anyway. Y'all might as well get there early. Pick your place out. Ride around. You see how you're going to see the difference between how people walk, talk, act, how they keep their environment, how they dress, how calm they are. That's what y'all need to do. If you already live in a rich area and you're already rich, then you need to help other people get out of poverty mind. Okay? Because there's literally people walking around here that feel like they don't deserve anything but dust. And that's what they do. They continue to perpetuate dust and poverty. So you got to feel like you deserve it. If you don't deserve it, you're never going to feel like you get it, because you give yourself permission to thrive. Believe it or not, even when you're manifesting, you give yourself permission, whether you deserve something or not. And you're going to self-sabotage if you feel like you don't deserve it. You're going to mess it up. That's why some of y'all mess up relationships and you mess up opportunities, because you can't get out of the mindset of lack. Okay. Someone or something programmed you to want less, to expect less, and to feel like you don't deserve anything more. So you got to reprogram, you got to break that. And the best way to do that is to hang out with people that have more. Okay. You start hanging out with people that got money. If you don't know any people with money, go hang around people that got money that don't know you. Just put yourself in the environment. Okay. That's it. And don't come in there looking broke. And I don't mean go in there looking flashy, but just don't go in there looking ratchet. Okay. Don't do that. I see too much. You putting yourself in spaces that are considered rich or wealthy, but you look like you don't belong there, you're naturally going to repel that energy. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to absorb it. You're going to repel it. Because let me tell you why. Now, this is very important. Because people are going to be looking at you as if you don't belong there. And all that energy of people looking as if you don't belong there, you're in the wrong place. Excuse me, can I help you hurry up and get out of here? That's what they really try to tell you when you walk up in the store. You know, you ever seen someone rush up to someone? Excuse me, can I help you? Excuse me, can I help you get up out of here? Let me tell you why. Because you don't look like you fit in. You look broke. You're going to bring their business down by even being in there. So when you get up and get dressed to go hang out on the rich side of town, make sure you understand what you need to be wearing. No tight, skin tight, bodycon crap. No, bunch of streetwear. Don't put that stuff on. Okay. Dress according to your environment. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said I didn't answer the 19-year-old looking for a sugar daddy? Get to the rich side of town. That was my answer. $1,500 ain't nothing, man. You're not on the right side of town. You need to go where the real money is, okay? Date older then. If not, get back in the mirror and look better. Because you should have no problem getting money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When I say don't waste your youth, what age am I talking about? When you have officially become sick and tired of working, clocking in, that's when you're ready to date for lifestyle. So whatever age that is for you, it could be different. But also remember, you got a timeline and a biological clock. It's better to secure the bag sooner. Whether you don't have to get married to do that. You can have a man, you can have a boyfriend, you can have a provider, and not have to get married at least until after the age of 25. But you can find a provider. You know what I'm saying? And usually provider boyfriends usually turn into husbands if they're investing in you long term and they like you more. So if you're sick and tired of clocking in, you would like to just live a soft life and start a business eventually whenever you feel like it. But at the same time, stacking your savings with the money that they're giving you, then, start dating older and start dating guys that have money. If you don't, then date guys your own age until you're sick of that and figure it out. But I say by the age of 23 or 24, you should be definitely looking for lifestyle versus someone who's handsome, or someone who's just there. Okay. They need to have some benefits to them financially. All right. So let's go to the background here. Y'all know what background y'all love the most? This one. All right, so y'all remember this background? You see a rich couple you're by, okay. They give you money and take you on trips, but he gives me money sporadically. Should I expect every time we hang out? I'm 24, they're both 32. If that's what your job is, man, sprinkle. They rich, girl, they're supposed to be giving you money. You're 24. Think you hanging out with them for free? You also need to be dating other people too, get their money too. Sprinkle. Unless they're taking you shopping, yes, every time you're supposed to be getting their money. Why? Because, you know, you could be dating somebody, you could be getting somebody else's money. They're wasting your time if they're not giving you nothing, if you're not benefiting from the situation. Yeah. Now, when you are who you are, doesn't matter what your race is, you have a rich mentality, because any race can get rich. Any race of person can get rich. It's about your mindset. It's not about who sees me this way, who sees me that. It doesn't matter. What's your mindset? Because your mindset is always going to keep you rich, no matter what. Okay. If you already have money and you already act like you have money, you know how to get money, and you only hang around people with money, your mindset is going to change. Your perspective is also going to change. Okay. You're not going to be looking for certain things unless they're blatant. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all like my new office? Mm-hmm. Sprinkle. Stop thinking of yourself as less than. Stop it. I don't care. Stop trying to find ways to look at yourself as less than. That's one of the ways to get out of poverty mind. Stop looking at yourself as less than. Stop thinking people look at you less than. Even if they do, stop thinking it. You know why? Even if they do look at you as less than, don't think that they're looking at you as less than. Let me tell you why. Because when they are looking at you as less than, and you think that they're looking at you as less than, you're going to think that you are less than. Think that they're looking at you for a whole nother reason. Reprogram your mind to receive what you choose to receive out of that situation. So they're looking at you like, oh, they must be looking at me because I look so good. They must be looking at me because who wouldn't look at me? You need to hype yourself up. And those are the vibes you're going to be giving off. And so when they approach you, you're not going to have any attitude or animosity towards them, because you feel like they feel like you're less. So now you actually feel like you're less. So you got to have an attitude and be in the defense mode. You got to be like, hey, how are you? Yes. Like you're all that. When people treat you, you treat yourself. Treat yourself as if you are all that. Before you know it, they're going to be treating you like you all that. Because what they thought was less than is actually more confident than them. And with that confidence, they know there's some money behind it. There ain't nobody walking around that confidence with a broke bank account. Okay. That comes with money. Okay. If you don't believe me, Go watch a rich man walk versus a broke man walk. Go watch how they walk. Go watch their posture. Go watch their attitude. Attitude, perspective, and how you respond to things also is how you need to reprogram yourself to be rich. Because opportunities will come at that very moment when you decide whether you're less than or not, where you decide that other person's perspective of you or accept it. Okay. You start to act like you already got everything you need and want, and they're there to serve you. Do you understand? And if you don't believe me, people want to give you more when you already look like you got something. People want to do more for you when you act like you already got something. When you're broke and poor and desperate and out on the street bumming around and looking like who did it and why, people don't want to give you nothing. They just want to give you advice on how to get money. Or you should go get a job, or you should do better. But if you walk around acting like you already all that, and that you're not less than anyone, and even if people think you are less, you're still not going to perceive it or respond to it because you're just not. You're not used to that treatment. You don't even understand it. That's how you're going to reprogram yourself to have people treat you a certain type of way. Okay. As soon as you start acting like you don't need them, they need you, you're all that, you're not even clocking them, that's when their attitude is going to shift to can I see you? How can I help you? Wow, your confidence level is so high. You must have something. I must have misjudged you, you know? So stop looking for people to feel like or think that you're less than, and go ahead and act like that you're not. And don't accept what they think because they haven't even gotten to know you. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stop looking for people to think that you're less. They need to be looking at you to see that you're more. So act like it. Don't walk around with chips on your shoulders. Walk around as if you need service and servants. Okay? Queen Charlotte energy from Bridgerton. Main character energy. Okay? Stop looking for stuff and expect more. Stop looking for bad treatment and expect royalty treatment everywhere you go. And you're going to get it too, because that's what you're going to walk in acting like. Royalty. Main character. Another way to get in the rich mindset is to be in a richtivity. Hey, y'all know what a richtivity is? You got to do your richtivities. We talked about this yesterday briefly. Richtivities. Let me put back my regular. I'm in the office today, y'all. My regular, real background. Here you go. Richtivities, not ratchtivities, darling. Get you some richtivities. Now, if you got some money already and you're trying to get some more money, richtivities, okay? It depends on where you live too, because there's different richtivities in different regions. So I live in Texas. We got a lot of land. Richtivities equal places that have a lot of land. Okay, equestrian events, ranches, vineyards. Of course, all the sports like golf, tennis, pickleball, yachting, all that stuff, richtivities. Get around that and see what happens. Go to nice, expensive restaurants. You don't have to order a lot of food. You can just order a drink and a salad or something, okay? You can order a water and a salad and sit there and have white napkin service. Make reservations. Have you know, the experience, whatever. You just need to get there. You need to get you a little taste. Because once you get a little taste, you're going to get used to it, and you're not going to want to go back. And your mind and your brain is going to start connecting dots to figure out how to get there. Listen to what I'm telling you. You can't go backwards once you've had a little taste. It's kind of like a crackhead, okay? Once the crackhead get a little taste of that crack, he can't go back. He's addicted, okay? So once you get a little taste, you're not going to go back. Your brain is going to create new pathways. The neurons are going to start firing different in order to get you to that lifestyle permanently, for real. Okay? So it's important to put yourselves in the environments and in the places that you want to be permanently. Every day. Normal. That's going to end up being normal to you soon. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Wherever you can get, that's where you need to go. Thank you. Go to all the rich activities, okay? Art galleries, auctions, yes, arenas, golf, shooting ranges. Some people like them guns. Driving ranges where people practice, golf. Tennis clubs. They have tennis clubs if you don't like to be outside. They got the tennis clubs with the tennis courts inside or outside, okay? And pickleball clubs too. They have city clubs. For those of you who live in a city, they have city clubs, which also probably have pickleball and tennis on the inside, racquetball, all that kind of stuff, massage, spa, gyms. Join a city club. Join a gym on the expensive side of town. Go grocery shopping at a nice grocery store in the rich area. Okay, the grocery still costs about the same, basically. But you can have the experience of shopping in a nice neighborhood, in a nice area, with a nice store and rich people around you. You can have that experience. Okay. You writing these down? Good. While I have you here, someone actually sent me a nice gift from my wish list, my birthday wish list. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Her name is Miss Lily or Illy. I don't know, ma'am. It's Liy or Y. Whoever this is, thank you so much. This is for my new house, actually. I started putting stuff on there that I want for my new house. And I was just putting them on a list, not thinking people were still looking at that, but thank you. Let me show you what it is. It's a soap dish that looks like a seashell, and this is so the water drips out. Isn't it pretty? It's for my bathroom, my new house, for my bathtub. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, manifest. Someone says they're manifesting a man times 10, that like you times 10. Keep manifesting that and watch them show up. Watch. Make sure they got money though. Stay rich and generous. You manifest. Might find a Dusty that like you times 10, but no got no money. All right. A rich, generous man. A rich man who's generous to me. With several streams of income, who likes me times 10. There you go. And put yourselves in the environment to meet them, okay? That's what you do. Go places where you know they're going to be at. Go out of your way to be in the places you know where they at. Your manifestation can happen a lot faster. Okay? So you're manifesting that. Go dilly-dally in the grocery store on the rich side of town. You manifesting that. Go walk around on the rich side of town. Go be over there. So it can get to you faster. Okay? Get over that. And remember what you're manifesting. And don't doubt yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. My old lip queen, she says she got a rich man who likes her 10 times more and buys her everything, including her own house. I know that's right, lip queen. I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle, man. You did that. I'm proud. Yes. Get on the right path. Leave that dusty behind, ladies. If this is your sign, if you think you were born to live a good lifestyle, you were. If you think you were born to deal with dust and be broke, you were. Either way, you're correct. You better get to it. You either working on that or you working on something better. Think about this. There are women right now working on a relationship to keep a dusty, to keep herself in poverty. And then there are women working on themselves and working on the relationship to get themselves rich. Which one you doing? Because either way, you're correct. You're going to end up where you think you're supposed to end up. You be working. You feel so entitled. You are entitled. You're entitled to a good life if that's what you feel like you're entitled to. Or are you supposed to feel entitled to a bad life? Either way, you're entitled no matter what. When you walk into a room, do you feel entitled to take the least or entitled to take the most? Because either way, you feel entitled for something. What level do you feel entitled on? That's the question. That's the level you're thinking on. That's the level you're vibrating on. If you walk into a room and feel entitled to a styrofoam cup filled with cheap coffee versus walking into a room expecting a champagne glass, you're entitled to both of those things. But which one do you feel comfortable with? Then that's what you go with, man. Start drinking out of a champagne glass at home and see how you change. Y'all should get my book, Leveling Up to Your Best Life, How to Live a Life of Luxury and Comfort. This is going to teach you how to feel entitled, how to think bigger, how to know that you deserve more, how to let go of that poverty mind. That book is going to teach all that. It's linked in all my Level Up books, Leveling Up to Your Best Life. That's the one y'all need. Now, honestly, if you are at home already drinking out of a champagne glass, you might drink your water out of a wine glass, a wine goblet, a wine glass. You may drink your juice or whatever out of a whatever. You might drink champagne at home. I mean, I always have a bottle in my fridge. I just need to keep, I don't even care if the bottle of champagne is cheap. It's the idea. It's the frequency of being able to pour you up a nice glass, even if you do non-alcoholic champagne, whatever. It's the idea of how you feel when you're doing it, how you deserve that. Do the small things in your own place, and it's going to eventually roll on over into your real life. You said, keep speaking the truth. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So to start off, if you don't have anything, you can't get to the rich side of town, bring the rich side of town to you. Get you some little champagne glasses, get you a little cheap bottle of champagne, or maybe somebody will gift you a nice bottle of wine or champagne or whatever. And get at home, light your little candles up, and sit at home, put you a nice fancy robe on or whatever, and pour yourself up a glass and watch something on the television that makes you feel like you're there or that you're rich, or put on an ambiance. I don't even care. But get in there and do that. That's how you practice. Okay? Get your little glass. If you don't drink alcohol, get you a teacup. I don't care. Get you something. And get in the feeling of that being the norm. Stop eating off of paper plates. Unless you get them little super fancy paper plates that look like real dishes. If you don't want to do dishes, I understand. But get you a nice little wine glass. Get you a nice little setup of plate. If you're going to snack and eat some chips, don't eat them out of the bag. Put them on a little platter and a little plate. And put them on your little coffee table. Make your stuff look luxurious already. When you're happy and grateful for what you already have, but you spruce it up, it's going to make you feel rich already. It's going to make you feel bougie. It's going to make you feel entitled. So when you walk into a place and they offer you a styrofoam cup of coffee that looks stale, you're going to be like, you're going to feel more entitled to something better. You understand? Because you give yourself better. Even with the little bit that you got, you're still going to present it in a better way, in a richer way, in a classier way. Okay? You're going to treat yourself how you want to be treated. And that's when it's going to start. When you start it at home, baby. This message today. Thank you, Sprinkle, Sprinkle some look on me. Thank you, Helia. Okay, Sprinkle, Sprinkle, girl. Yeah. So, and also your environment. Decorate your environment as rich. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just make sure it looks like you're going places, like you're going somewhere, like you know what you're doing. I like antiques. I don't like modern stuff. Modern stuff doesn't hold much value, okay? But whatever your style and taste is, just make sure it makes you feel some sort of way. It makes you feel like you have more, okay? Just whatever your style is, y'all style ain't gonna be like my style. Not all of y'all like my style. But whatever your style is, whatever you consider that looks expensive, make your space look like that, even if you have to cut corners or thrift or, whatever. Just make your space look and feel expensive on your own budget. And that's how you get there first. You got to love your environment. You got to love yourself and dress nice. Okay. Don't just wake up and throw in a t-shirt and leggings and it's like, I'm going to get rich today. Unless you go into the gym, that's not what you're supposed to be putting on. All right. You need to dress for the lifestyle that you're trying to attract as well. And before you know it, you're just going to be dressing normal because you will have that lifestyle. Okay. You said, do I ship my merch worldwide? Yeah, my merch should be worldwide, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. On my merch store, I think I have like tote bags, hoodies, mugs. I think I even have wine glasses. You just got to get into it, girl, I guess. Anyway, so yes, estate sales. You can definitely, oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh. Let me talk about the estate sales. If you go to an estate sale in a rich area, oh my gosh, very good place to go. You can get so much beautiful things, so many beautiful things for super cheap. If you go on the last day of the estate sale, this is how some of them work. Not all of them work the same. If you go on the last day of the estate sale, towards the end, everything becomes like 50% off if you spend a certain amount of money. So get in there. And you can get a bunch of nice things for your place or go thrifting. You get a bunch of nice antique things for your place, okay? You can even shop that stuff online. Poshmark, they have all that. Okay. But make your environment nicer. Don't just look at a humdrum place and think, woe is me. Make it beautiful with what you got. Make it smell good too. Okay? Take pride where you live. Because your habits and how you live and how your environment is also is what's going to lead you and reprogram yourself to know that you deserve the best or more than what you got now. Okay? If you don't feel like you deserve the best because you're not worthy, that's what you're going to keep getting served in life. So whatever you have right now, whether it's a little apartment or your own room in your parents' house or whatever, a roommate situation, whatever, make that look like a mini version of what you're going to have in the future. Okay? Because you got to start somewhere. You got to have a vision. You got to have somewhere for those, feelings of wealth and deservingness, how you deserve things to go. And how you take care of your environment and what you put in your space is an indicator of where you're going. Okay? So make it nice. They got all that stuff on Temu. It might be cheap, but you can make it look cute until you can afford something better. You can go thrifting, make it look good until you can afford something better. Okay? Yeah, and clean your room. You shouldn't have crap all over the place. That's not giving rich. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, thank you. The millionaire is heavy. Hi, sure. I'm leveling up daily thanks to you. Well, I'm so proud of you, girl. Keep going. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get it. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. You said you own every space that you walk into. Exactly. And people can sense that in you and they think you're somebody and they're going to treat you accordingly. That's why you got to have the audacity to walk in like you own the room everywhere you go. I'm here. You're welcome. Okay. Don't be afraid to feel like that. People try to train you to feel less than. Retrain yourself to feel like you own the room. All right. No matter where you go. And when you retrain yourself to feel like you own the room, you're going to start getting up in the morning and dressing like you own the room. And putting makeup on like you own the room. And doing the most like you own the room. Why? Because that's what you're going to walk in feeling like. So you might as well look like it and walk like it and talk like it and act like it. Main character energy. Okay. So when you wake up in the morning, you got a choice. Do you want to look like you own the room when you walk into every room? Or do you want to look like an extra in the background of a movie that no one's paying attention to? And who probably feels undeserving of any type of anything. Okay. So when you wake up, you have a decision to make. You open your eyes, you got a decision to make. What am I going to do today? Now, you don't have to be dressed up to the nines every day. You can look casually luxurious. Pair the right accessories with the bright shoes and the casual outfit and make it look effortlessly chic. That still says money. Okay. It still says money on how you wear your clothes and how you accessorize. You don't always have to be in, a suit or a dress and heels. You can literally look rich by how you create your outfits and your accessories. So learn how to do that. That's what Pinterest is for. If you don't have a stylist, fine. Go to Pinterest. That's your stylist. Look up outfits, how to look casually polished and put together, how to look casually elegant. They're going to have little style boards for you to just say, oh, I have that in my closet. I have that in my closet, or I can get that and put this outfit together. They're going to show you how to put outfits together to look casually put together and polished. Okay. Shoes and all, purses and all, jewelry and all. So just take the time out to procure your image so that you feel deserving, look deserving. When you walk into the place, you feel proud of yourself. You look good and you feel good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So do I have a P.O. box where I can send my products to? Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Join tier 2 and up on my Etsy. Not my Etsy. Join tier 2 and up on my Patreon, and you can directly message me there, and I can give you my information. But send me the website. Okay, so join my Patreon, tier 2 and up. Message me directly. The reason I say join tier 2 and up is because you can't message me from tier 1. Only 2 and up. So message me from my Patreon. Those are the only people that I respond to. All right. Thank you, ma'am. What kind of business you got, girl? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I said, listen to her. You'll never regret it. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. You got to be safe. That's why you call the shots, If you know who you are, you own every room you walk into. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, reprogram yourself to be rich also by the taste in men that you have. Okay, you can't say, "Oh, I'm supposed to have a wonderful, luxurious lifestyle," but your taste in men look like trash and it does. Okay, you got to change the taste. You got to change your taste. You want to level up, man. You want to be taken seriously. You can't be walking around with no bum looking dusty dude or fiending over one. You gotta change your taste in men if you want to reprogram yourself to be rich. Okay? Because what y'all find attractive and what y'all find appealing sometimes is leading you down the wrong path. And all leading you to think that you don't deserve more because you were attracted to less. Let me repeat that. A lot of y'all women don't feel like you deserve more or better treatment from a man because of the type of man you're attracted to. Your mind is telling you, oh, this is what you're attracted to, so this is what you deserve. That's untrue. You need to change what you're attracted to with logic. Why are you attracted to this type of person? What can they offer you? What can they offer your future generations? Are they going to make your life better? You need to analyze why you're attracted to this person. Are you only attracted to their looks? Is there another man that has a better lifestyle and would treat you better that looks similar or at least in the same category? Why can't you change yourself to that? Why do you consider bummish, dusty behavior attractive? What does that say about how you feel about yourself? That's why a lot of y'all feel like y'all don't deserve more because of what you're attracted to. Okay? Can you give us a business idea to invest in? No, I can't because we're not the same people and we don't like the same things. We don't live in the same place. So everything is different where you are than where I am. Okay? You gotta do your homework and figure out what type of business is going to prosper for you. What are you going to enjoy doing more? And what type of customers and client base do you have over there where you are? Okay? Because it might not be the same for me. But I know women spend the most money and they love beauty products. You know what I'm saying? And they repurchase beauty products left and right. So if I were going into business, I'd definitely cater to women. And I would definitely buy into any type of business or start any type of business that has to do with beauty, health, because that's what women invest in the most, over and over. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Women invest in their looks more than anything, so that's what I would go for. And they spend the most. You're on my phase 1 elixir. Thank you, girl. How you feeling, girl? I know you got some energy. Okay, that phase 1 is no joke. It will get you there. Start a bunch of new projects, get you feeling good, more positive. You're not going to be standing in your own way, self-sabotaging yourself anymore. That phase 2, you better have some projects to do. Projects. Because you're going to have a lot of energy. If y'all want to get my elixirs, I'm going to link my Etsy here. Start with phase 1, Ashira's Golden Elixir phase 1. You got to click on it to read the instructions. I take 1 full dropper a day. You can do half a dropper in the morning and half a dropper in the evening. Not evening, the afternoon, because it'll keep you up all night if you do it too late. And then 1 full ounce bottle should last you about a month. Then you go to phase 2, but you can order two or 3 at a time, or you can order all of them at the same time, and use my code GET10. Then one, you can get $10 off. But definitely start with phase 1. They're all natural. No, I don't ship internationally because of customs. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, because you're so obsessed with yourself now, a man is 10 times obsessed with me, paying bills and extremely driving to make even more money. Okay, Lady Death, I know that's sprinkle, sprinkle. That's right. Got to get obsessed with yourself first. Okay. And y'all, the perfect book to do this with is, if you don't have my book already, Leveling Up to Your Best Life, How to Live a Life of Luxury and Comfort. It's linked in my description bar. My books. Let me get it for y'all, because this is the book y'all need if y'all are trying to level up mentally into a lifestyle, and also how to feel deserving. Most of y'all's issues is not feeling deserving. So a lot of women come in here, I feel guilty. I feel this. I don't feel like I deserve it. They say I'm entitled. No, you got to get on a different mindset because they're not telling that type of stuff to all women. They're not telling that stuff to all women. Listen to what I'm telling you. These men aren't saying that to every woman. The reason why they say it to certain women is because that's how y'all are acting. That's the energy y'all are giving off. Okay. Y'all are giving off energy of guilt for wanting more. Y'all are giving off desperate energy of not deserving more out of life. That's why they're responding to you in that way. But when you come off as if you own the room, you deserve everything you ask for, that is the life you're supposed to be giving, as if you are royalty, nobody argues with it. Nobody. Nobody argues with someone who knows who they are and feels deserving. No one argues with that. People only argue with people that they can tell are insecure about deserving something, or who they can tell don't feel entitled to a certain lifestyle, or who can tell they're not even giving those types of things or treatment to themselves. You know, you don't look like you're bougie enough to ask for this. You don't act like you're bougie enough to want that. You just want it because somebody told you to want it. No, you got to get there mentally. You got to be bougie enough to pull it off. That's why you need to work on yourself. How to stop being jealous of your best friend's exes. Makes me angry when he mentions about them positively. Huh? Oh, your boyfriend. Okay. How to stop being jealous of your boyfriend's exes. He makes me angry when he mentions about them positively and he wants to propose to one of them. So you're a placeholder. Get his money and date other people. Okay? Know who you are. There's nothing wrong with knowing your place. Know that that's not your future husband, but he is your bill payer. If he ain't even your bill payer, I don't even know why you're there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You letting him do that to you, especially if he ain't paying no bills. You sitting over there taking that, and he's giving it to you because you taking it. Do you understand? Is he paying bills, man? Then why you claiming it? You know what I'm gonna tell you. Your problem doesn't even need to exist. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your problem shouldn't even exist if that man ain't paying bills. He shouldn't even be there. You shouldn't even be talking to him. You should be talking to somebody who deems you worthy. Hold on, I gotta clean this little. If he doesn't deem you worthy of providing for you, you wasted your time anyway, girl. Next. Tell him to go propose to her. Tell him you'll help him do it if he needs you to. Because if he ain't paying no bills, I wouldn't even be worried about that man. Can he even afford to propose to anybody? All right. Stop being jealous about looking for some money. Okay. Think about this. If no one is jealous of you in your relationship because that man ain't paying for nothing, you shouldn't even be in it. Okay. You sitting over there wasting time, man. Do something better. Go get in that mirror, look better, and go find somebody that's going to pay your bills or give you some money. Help you start a business with the money they're going to give you. You stack it up and then do what you need to do. What are 3 green flags on a date? Did they make a reservation to a nice restaurant? That's number 1. Number 2, are they listening to you when you're talking about whatever it is you're talking about? Number 3, are they telling you they got enough money to afford you by mentioning how they, earn their money, what the things that they have, and how they want to please you and impress you? Are they a little bit nervous? Those are the green flags. When they start bragging about what they got, when they start telling you what they do for a living, and when they have made plans, reservations. That means I am here to impress you. Here's what I got. Now, what you gonna do with it? And they'll ask you out on another date before that one ends. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, never let a man triangulate you, act like you don't care. Girl, I wouldn't care. That's why, like, when men start talking about other women, I'd be more interested in the woman. Like, for real? How tall is she? Ooh. Why did she break up with you? Assume she broke up with him. Why did she break? There's something wrong with him. Well, why did she break up with you? Really? Like, start to look at her as better than him. You can't triangulate someone if it doesn't work out. Okay? Really? Did she find another one? What's her new boyfriend do? Be more interested in her life than his. Okay? He can't use her against you if she don't even want him. You see? He can't even use her against you. She don't even want him. Duh. Y'all silly. If a man starts talking about his ex, that's hilarious to me because she don't even want you, sir. All right. You got away. She free now, girl. Yeah. She don't even want that food. You wasted your time being jealous. Okay. Do I have knowledge in neuroscience? I sure do. When your baby daddy told you a woman wanted to marry, I said, why? And green card, maybe. Girl, you can bruise that ego. Like, so easy if you're smart and witty. Okay, I'm going to give y'all some homework so y'all can reprogram y'all selves to be rich. All right, y'all can do it this weekend if you want to. But you need to get to the rich side of town, all of you. If you don't already live there, get there. I don't care. Just go. Drive over there. Get up early in the morning. Get up early. Rich people like to wake up early. Not because they have to, but because they want to avoid the broke people. Okay? Try to help y'all. Listen. Get up early. If you are still working and you work during the week, get up early, go out on the weekend early. Okay? Get up early. I'm talking about now, not y'all's version of early, but for real. You got to be out of the house by 8 or 9 o'clock. You heard? You got to be out of the house by 8 or 9 o'clock on the weekend. That's early. Okay? The earlier you get out, the less people are out. The more rich people are out, the less broke people are out. Listen to what I'm telling you. Okay? Especially when you get to the rich side of town. Everybody knows that even on the rich side of town, the poor people, the working class come out over there on the weekends, during the afternoons and the evenings. So if people are already who live on the rich side of town, they run their errands early to avoid the broke people crowd. Okay? If you don't believe me, if you live in Houston, go to the Galleria during the day, on the weekday. Go early as soon as it opens up. Then go on the weekend and see the difference. A whole nother story. Okay? That's actually any mall, anywhere on the rich side of town. The earlier you come, the richer the people are. Exactly, yes. So get up early. You're going to find so much more early. I'm going to tell you, give you a good example. Where to go early because we're out of town gym, but they focused. Okay, go to breakfast. Go to the dog walking park. Go to the walking trails. Okay, that's free. Go grocery shopping. Run your errands over there too. Sometimes you don't need to go out to hang out and have fun. Sometimes you need to go run errands on the rich side of town because that's what most people are doing. especially on the weekend. They're running errands early in the morning. Oh, I'm going to cook something tonight. I need to go to the Whole Foods Mart. I need to get a bottle of wine. Rich people are out. Some men don't like to cook. They'll go to Whole Foods deli area and they'll get them some food. They'll get them some alcohol, some, craft beer like that to take home to watch the game or whatever they're going to do. But they get out early and buy the stuff too. Go be there too. Okay? Get out early. And don't go grocery shopping for real. Oh my gosh. Don't fill that cart up with a bunch of crap and nasty food. Go in there and buy bougie stuff, okay? Because somebody had to say it. Because, somebody would have ran in there and tried to do something. Put a bunch of pork chops and nasty, unhealthy crap up in there. No. Buy bougie food. A little bit. Not too much. Because it doesn't need to look like you're shopping for a whole family. It needs to look like you're bougie, you're single, and you're girly. So whatever is in your cart, make sure it looks cute, okay? Don't be in there really grocery shopping. Somebody have to tell y'all, because I know some of y'all would have went there with a giant basket and throw everything in it. No. When you go to the grocery store on the rich side of town, you put bougie stuff in there, okay? And you walk around and dilly-dally and pretend like you can't reach stuff on the top shelf. That's what you do. And you walk slow, and you pay attention. And you make eye contact, okay? When you're walking down the aisle with the grocery cart, you walk slow. You look around. You're not in a rush. Broke people are in a rush. You understand? You're walking. If there's a man who looks good or he's rich, you already know he's rich on the rich side of town. He thinks you look good. He's going to be looking in your cart, trying to figure out a way to start a conversation. Oh, are those good? I've never tried those before. And even if you ain't ever tried them, say, you know what? They are so good. Where'd you get them? Oh my gosh. I remember, look, I think it was the next aisle over. They're really good. You need to try them. Then start to try to reach up on the shelf if he's tall. Don't even matter if you want that thing up on the top shelf. Then he'll get it for you. Then say, thank you so much. If you smell good, if you got on my love potion number 7, girl, he's gonna be trying to ask for your number. You got this on and you walking through the grocery store, dilly-dallying with some bougie stuff in your cart, making eye contact, looking all extra good, walking slow and cute. Shameless plug. Give me your number, girl. Okay, don't really grocery shop. Put some cute stuff in there. Don't put no crap in there. Don't put no bunch of junk in there. Okay, don't need to look like you're trying to feed everybody. Girly, feminine, cutesy. Like, put a little. I don't know. I'm plant based, so my stuff gonna be different than y'all. But you put a little this and a little that, a little vegan yogurt, whatever. I don't know, a little salad in there. Something that looks good. Okay. Home Depot. Office Depot. These are some good spots too. Early though, as soon as they open. Not super, super early, like, don't go there before like 7. Anywhere between 7 and 10 o'clock is going to be your good window to meet guys that have money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some restaurants and some bar restaurants, they have wine tasting events in certain areas. Make sure you're there. Okay. What? What do I get at Home Depot? Nothing. You look lost, baby. You walk around looking lost. And then when you see your target, then you go look lost in his area, and then you pick up something next to him, and you're like, I just don't know the difference. Okay. Somebody say light bulbs, something, girl. Walk around till you see your target. You see your target, to start picking up stuff in the aisle and act like you don't know the difference. I don't know which one to get. Just talk out loud. That's it. That's all you gotta do. They're gonna do the rest. Okay. Thank you. My next live, I have no idea, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Soon, maybe. Soon. All right. So how do you start finding out about all these events? Google. Wine tasting events. Put the dates in. Put the zip code in. Going to pop up. Google. Or you can sign up to like an Eventbrite. They tell you everything that's going on. Or you can sign up to, or just Google whatever you want. Whatever you feel like doing, see if they're doing it that day and where they're doing it at. Office Depot, same thing. Go to the part where they're buying like computers or office equipment or cameras or like something expensive. Okay, go hang out around there. Or, whatever. Sound systems, wherever. Just walk around the whole place. Find your target. Same thing. I don't know which one to get. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your best buy and during the daytime, not in the evening when everybody's at work. A lot of business owners, an Office Depot too. A lot of business owners who own businesses and companies, they go shop there for their companies, okay? All right. Just like a lot of people that own contracting services or contractors, they'll be at Home Depot. Or if they own nice houses and they're just doing a little touch up here and a touch up there, they'll be there. Okay. How to deal with office jealousy. Own your own business. Stop working for other people. That's what I'm going to tell y'all, because I'm sick and tired of this dumb question. I don't work for people, because if I was around a bunch of people, there's somebody going to be jealous, baby. I look too good. That's why I wrote the book, Too Pretty to Pay Bills. Too pretty to clock in, baby. Come on. If you look too good, you're not supposed to be working for other people. You're supposed to be working for yourself. Find your sugar daddy, take the shortcut, get your own business. That's how. Leave it all in the past. That's how. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wonderful. Yeah. Say get out of the factory. Exactly. Were you born to work for a company for the rest of your life and deal with people that don't like you? Well, you every day you wake up, you decide that. He said, are you selective on what you consume on media? I sure am. I ain't finna watch no ratchet stuff. I'm not watching nothing that ain't bringing me no money, baby. Or calming me on my nervous system. I'm watching stuff that is beneficial to me. That's why when y'all ask me about all this stuff, social media, I have no idea what y'all are talking about half the time, because that's not the stuff I watch. Okay. Now, when you reprogram yourself, you can reprogram your algorithm and your social media to only show you stuff that is of a rich mindset. Like my feed looks like house decor, gardening, like financial advice. My stuff looks like fashion and beauty. I don't do ratchet stuff. There might be some cats and some monkeys in between, for cuteness. But I don't look at ratchet stuff. I don't look at none of that other stuff. That's not in my algorithm. So clean up your social media as well to reprogram your mind to be rich. Because if you get distracted by broke stuff, broke mentality, broke videos, ratchet crap, you're going to be sucked right back into it. All your hard work is for nothing. Okay. You're going to get sucked into the gossip. You're going to get sucked into this. And then there's no money in that, darling. None. You spent 5 hours scrolling on crap and you got nothing out of it. You don't even got no business ideas. You didn't even figure out how to make more money. You don't know where to go hang out. You don't know what the nicest restaurant is where all the rich dudes are hanging out. You don't know, you don't get the piece of financial advice that you could have gotten that could have doubled your money. You didn't get none of that. You got ratchet gossip and ratchet behavior. So reprogram your algorithm and your social media. You left your future faking boyfriend that was you were a pick Misha for after 6 months, and I'm back on my glow up journey. I know that's right. Well, congratulations. Welcome back. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's do better this time. Mm-hmm. You said, why can't you meet blunt people like me in real life? Where do they be at? They in Houston. Okay. They're in Houston, Texas, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what? It's so funny. Hold on. I gotta turn this light back on. It's so funny. This young lady recognized me yesterday when I was at the store. She worked there. And she's like, oh my gosh, are you Shira 7? I'm like, yeah. I didn't know you lived here. I thought you lived somewhere else. I'm like, where else would I live? Where else would I be from? Where do y'all think I'm from? That's hilarious. What do I think about organization and being extra with cleaning? I think you can go overboard. I think your environment needs to be nice, organized, and clean, but I don't think you need to obsess over it. Okay. And I also think if you got enough money to hire somebody to do it too. Okay. Yeah. How to use the elixir? Okay, it's a dropper bottle. You take one full dropper. That's like one squeeze. So the dropper's full. You take one of those a day. You can split it up and do half a dropper in the morning and half a dropper in the afternoon. Don't take it at night. You're going to have too much energy. Okay. It's going to give you energy. It's going to give you clarity. It's going to help you out of your own way. It's going to help you think more positive. It works because there's natural minerals in it that you don't get anymore. And through your drinking water or through your foods, okay, there's like nanoparticles of gold and silver and platinum and all this other kind of stuff that's all natural and minerals that you don't get anymore. We used to drink from streams, rivers, and oceans, not oceans, streams, rivers, brooks, and stuff like that had these natural mineral deposits in there. Your brain works on electricity, okay? The neurons that fire in your brain work with electricity, and so these minerals increase the speed of the firing of the neurons in your brain, which helps you think faster, think and connect more dots faster, to open up your mind to a whole nother level. Because what you're getting here is very stagnant, what you're drinking now, the chlorine and all that kind of crap in the water, it's not giving you what you need. So it's also good for athletes. It's also good for energy because it works the same in your muscles, because your muscles work on electricity as well as your brain. So you can be quick with it. You can be faster. You can be healthier. Your mind can work better, and you're going to see solutions to problems that you never saw before because your brain is going to be functioning at an optimal level. Okay. So this is to level up mentally and also spiritually. Like, you're going to have more insight. You're going to have more intuition. You're going to trust yourself more because you're going to know more. You're going to see more. You're going to clock more. Okay. So It's going to give you bigger perspective. That's why, like I said, when I was taking my elixirs, I literally wrote most of my books while taking my elixirs. I started 3 of my business while in the path of doing all the elixir phases. Okay, you take the full ounce should last you about a month. Don't let it touch and get all the bacteria in it. Drop it like this, okay? Take one phase at a time. You can get 2, order all of them at once if you want to. Use my code GET10 in all caps, GET, and then the number 10. You get $10 off. If you order more than one. And yeah, so that's how they work, baby. Start at phase 1. Shira's Golden Elixir phase 1. It's going to say it on the bottle. It's going to say it on the website. You just click it. You can't see the whole title or the name. Click on it and read it. Okay. That's what you got to do. Phase 2 is in like blue, has a blue sticker on the bottle. But you'll see it. Just click on them and look at the different phases and you'll see. They'll tell you what they do. And also, please make sure your address is correct before you order. Don't email me and don't like send me customer service. Oh, I forgot. No, because I use a drop ship company. And by the time you get to me, it's already shipped out to the wrong address. Check your address before you order anything on that Etsy store. Okay. Double check it. Triple double check it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And there are reviews on there if you would like to read the reviews. It's a 5-star Etsy store with tons of reviews. The store is over 10 years old. Okay. I've been doing this for a long time. But definitely check it out. Okay. You said books that can reprogram us. My books, baby. Any book on how to create a wealthy mindset. They're all going to say the same thing. Get up, clean up, make up your bed, get dressed for the day. You're going to be more productive. You're going to have more opportunities, and you're going to be prepared and ready to accept any opportunity headed your way. That's how. Okay. Oh, hold on. I missed your super chat. Hold on. Hold on. Can I revenge glow up and not be upset because of him? Stop thinking about him. He ain't thinking about you. Think about your future self. Okay. Every time y'all talk about revenge on some man, that you're still hung up on him. Okay. You don't ever hear about men trying to seek revenge on y'all. They don't care enough about y'all to even get revenge. You know what I'm saying? How about you just glow up for yourself and for your future generations and select a better person that has more money? We're not worried about no exes, baby. Why? Because we're better than that. Okay? You're still thinking about that man because you can't let him go because you did too much in the relationship when you should have been doing less and he should have been doing more. Y'all always ask me how to make a man regret losing you, how to make a man want you back. Do less and you'll never have to get there because you'll be the one to decide whether you want him or not. And he'll be begging you back because he's done more for you than you did for him in the relationship. So stop doing too much in those relationships. All right? Do less. They're supposed to like you 10 times more, remember? So you should be doing the most. You said there's a book called Rich Habits. Okay. Yeah. Anything that's going to help you get rich mindset, wealthy mindset, that's what you need to be reading. I recommend you reading whatever it is that's going to get you out of poverty mind. I don't even care what you read, as long as it's not putting you back into brokenness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't even think they write those books, so you good. Any book that you get that focuses on changing your mind to a wealthy mindset is fine. Whichever one you want, baby. All are good, I'm sure. Okay. Mm-hmm. What if you don't want to get married, but you want a baby? Then have a baby. Make sure you're rich and you can afford it, because don't bring kids into poverty. Make sure you got money. That means your provider that you're not going to marry needs to be stacking your account before you even get pregnant. You know what I mean? Because he could pull that money out at any time. Or he can make it to where you're not going to get too much child support. So you need to be stacked up on your own before you get pregnant by some man. That's not your husband. Okay? Don't bring kids into poverty. Thank you. The Etsy store is linked in the description bar, baby. Let me see if I can link it here. I think I have the link. Hold on. Oh, that's my books. Hold on. I'll link you my Etsy store. Hold on, girl. Hold on. If I do this too much, YouTube is going to get mad. So just look in the description bar. They get mad when you put too many links that takes you away. So just copy and paste it and go there later if you can, because YouTube gets mad when you start linking stuff and people keep leaving the live for some reason. I don't know. What business do you recommend for easy money? Anything that's easy to do online or sleep. Okay. Google jobs and businesses that help you earn money in your sleep, and you'll find a whole list and pick out what you think you're good at or what you can represent or advertise with ease. Okay. Because I don't know where you live. I don't know what people buy where you live. I don't know who your target audience is going to be. You definitely need a social media to advertise. So that's it. Okay. Women shop more than men. So if I were a person in today's society starting a business, I'm going to go towards beauty and health, because that's what women purchase the most. Okay. All right. So we're programming yourself to be rich by only dealing with men that have money. Nothing less, darling. You don't entertain nothing less. Okay. Think about that. Think about the women that you know that have money. Are they entertaining anybody broke? And why? Don't do it. You got to get in the right mindset, which means you got to get on the right path, and you can only entertain certain types of men these days. Okay. Nothing less than what you want. Because what you're doing is you're programming yourself to want less if you are dating less. That's why you're always supposed to date up. Date up. If you can't date up, keep trying. Don't give up. Date up. Don't give up. Date up. Don't go backwards. If you keep going backwards, that's where you belong. Okay. It can be as simple as going to the rich side of town or online window shopping for Chanel. That's right. Got to get in that right mindset. If you can afford to buy yourself, like if you don't have a lot of money and you want to get into the rich mindset and you want to reprogram yourself, start off with little small things that make you feel like you're on your way to being rich. Okay, whatever that may be. It could be splurging on something, but that's not going to break you, Small luxuries go a long way. Let me give you some examples. A perfume can go a long way in making you feel bougie and rich. An expensive name brand luxury perfume. A luxury soap. You bathe. You're bathing in luxury. You feel like, oh, I'm bathing in Chanel soap. You think you're finna go talk to a Dusty after you done bathed this Chanel soap? You think you're gonna go on a McDonald's date or a coffee date after bathing with Chanel soap? No. You're like, you're not. You see what you understand what I'm telling you? It starts with small luxuries in order for you to feel like you deserve, and in order for you to be entitled to the things that you require as your standards. So it starts with you. Okay. What if you're taking a bubble bath with Chanel soap and oil, and you're sipping a glass of champagne while you're bathing, or whatever, tea or whatever? You got the ambiance going, the little ocean, lights, and you're playing classical music or jazz or whatever you like. And you got your candles going. What type of date are you preparing for? A coffee date? A McDonald's date? A Michelin star date? Which one are you preparing for? Your mindset has to be set for wealth. You're not prepared for no dust, I know that. So when you prepare yourself for the day, for a date, for whatever you need to do, prepare yourself the correct way in the wealthy mindset. Your skincare routine, your bathing routine, it needs to reflect luxury. Now, if you can't afford the luxury products, have the luxury look, okay? The bathtub, the music, the ambiance, the candle. Find something that looks pretty if you can't find nothing that is luxurious. Everybody got a budget. Bathe in pretty pink scented nice soap and bubbles, and drink, wine, and relax and treat everything like it's an occasion. It's an experience. Not, oh, I gotta take a shower. Oh, I gotta get clean and take a bath. No, it is an experience. Rich people and the rich mindsets don't pay for things. They pay for experiences. Okay. If you've ever been to a really nice restaurant, it's not about ordering food and a drink. It's about the experience that comes with it. Okay. How they serve the food, what the food looks like, how the waiter or the sommelier presents the food. Is it tableside service? Blah, 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 blah. You say it's a lifestyle, not a chore, not a hobby. Exactly. You got to change your mindset and your lifestyle. Because if you do this as just to take a dang bath, imagine what you're going to expect on a date. Imagine what you're going to expect from the type of man that presents himself to you. You're not going to expect no dust, because look how you treat yourself. You said TJ Maxx and Marshalls have lovely soaps. Yes, I love those places. You could even get Tiffany glasses there now. The wine glasses. They have luxurious soaps there that cost a lot of money in the department stores. So yeah, you can go to places like TJ Maxx, stock up on your luxury bath items, your luxury soaps, your bath oils. Make you a little playlist for taking baths. It could be like a little ambiance playlist that you put on your little speaker. Make it an occasion. Get you a silk bathrobe or something cute, whatever. But make everything on purpose to reflect the lifestyle that you are trying to create. Think about this. Let's say you get in a relationship. Let's say you find a man. Let's say he's starting to pay your little bills. He bought you a little gift. And now y'all are like dating, and y'all have been dating, and y'all are a thing now. Now he wants to come over. He sees your place, and you got a nice setup. You treat yourself well. Your bathroom looks bougie. Oh my gosh. This is very nice. He's not going to treat you less. He's going to treat you better once he sees how you treat yourself. He's going to be like, oh, well, look how bougie she is. I can't buy her no crap gift. I got to do more, So do this for yourself. And this will also teach other people how to treat you and how to gift you. If they know like bougie stuff, they will never give you no trash unless they're trying to offend you. Okay? Have something that you really like, that you're really into, that everyone knows. This is another thing. Some rich people do this with chocolates, olives, wine. Like, have a thing that you just absolutely have to have at all times in your kitchen. This is also giving bougie. Okay? Your rich snack, whatever that may be. Okay? Have a rich snack that you always must have, and people will always buy it for you. It could be a drink. It could be like some bougie olives. It could be like some type of, candy or whatever. Just make sure some type of tea. Just always talk about it. Oh, they have the best. I love it. Oh, they sell it. Tell them where to buy it from. Like you're suggesting it to them. And they'll know, like if they're going to visit you to bring a housewarming gift or to bring like a host gift, they'll know what to buy you. I always talk about a rich snack. You see a lot of people doing this on social media now. That, oh, we're eating caviar, or we're making a girl dinner or girl plate. It's like it has all the bougie stuff on it from like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and stuff. Like I always say that you like rich stuff. Not no fruitcake girl. So maybe an expensive oil, like cooking oil, yeah. A brand, something. Make sure it's like a brand, not a specific thing, but it needs to be a brand of something. You show your bouginess. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't just say olives. Make sure you know the brand of an expensive jar of olives. Look it up, do your research. It's going to get bougie, darling. All right. And buy them for yourselves too. A jar of olives ain't going to break you. But if you know it's expensive and bougie, you're going to prepare, like, you're going to put a little salad together, a little snack together, and you're going to feel bougie while you're eating it. This is going to give you the feeling of deserving more. So when you get on a date with a little sugar daddy or your little man, you ain't afraid to ask for the most because you feel like you deserve it, because you can give it to yourself in small increments if you're on a budget, okay? So you won't feel guilty. You won't feel like I don't deserve this. And how do I feel like I'm not less than? You train yourself at home, okay? Now, people always ask me, Shira, why don't you sell courses? Why don't you do this? Why don't you sell your information? Because the people that need it the most can't afford to buy no dang course. And if my mission is to help people get out of poverty cycle, do you think they're going to have them pay for a course? No, I'm trying to, y'all already know what to do if y'all can pay for a course. Y'all just don't want to do it. Those people that really don't know and really need to go step by step sometimes, they need it the most. And they're not going to pay for no course when they got to pay some bills. Okay, I'm trying to teach you how to get the money to pay the bills. If y'all want to support me, y'all can donate. Y'all can buy my merch. Y'all can buy my perfume. Y'all can buy my books. That's how y'all can do it, because you're going to get something for it. You're going to get an exchange. You know, you're going to have something in your arsenal. Okay. Yep. Where's the books? Girl, on Amazon. It's linked in my description bar. But here, let me see if I can get you the link. All my level up books, darling. Oop. I'm gonna get you the link. Hold on, darling. And another thing, start talking. Improve your vocabulary or your speaking skills. Use less curse words. Okay. He's 60, you 40 for bills. What? Both simple account, married, a child, and you're married, you got a child. He has cheated. Time to cheat back with rich man. Time to go get a rich man. Shoot, forget that. Yeah, maybe you can find a sugar daddy. Sprinkle. Don't just cheat with him. Get him. That way you keep his money hanging around. Have your little side piece that take you shopping and give you some money. Okay, so another thing, don't be in a rush all the time. Don't be impatient all the time. This gives poverty mind, okay? Thank you, Bambi on. Thank you, girl. Bambi on the rocks. Sprinkle. So don't be in a rush all the time. Don't be rushing people. Don't be getting irritated too fast. Okay, this is poverty mind. Now listen to what I'm telling y'all. Some of y'all say, "Ooh, I just can't do this. Oh, I'm just so impatient. Oh, hurry up." That's It's poverty mind. Rich people do not rush. And if they're annoyed, they will remove themselves from the situation peacefully. All right? You got to know how to act, baby, because people can clock you from a mile away. You can't be offended by everything. You can't be all in a rush all the time. You can't get agitated easily, because if you got money, most of the time you're in control of your emotions. You're not in a hurry. You're not stressed. So calm down. Calm down. You must have a calmer energy, okay? You got all the time in the world, baby. And if you don't, you still need to act like it and then run around later. Okay? So if you're in a rush to do something, they think you got a job to get to. They think you got a bus to catch. You know? If you get annoyed easily, it's because you're not patient and you're used to people rushing because you're used to poor people. So y'all got to understand this. Take your time. Be patient. Control those emotions. Stop rushing. All right. He said, not late for the bus. Girl, late for the bus. Yeah, that's what you acting like. You acting like you late for the bus. What's up? Calm down. Slow down. Okay. Act like you've just like came out of the nice, shopping center, and you were walking around like a high-end place and someone gave you a glass of champagne to sip while you shop. That's what you need to be acting like. Just dilly-dallying. If you go to the high-end stores, like you're getting ready to shop, or if you are shopping, some of them places will offer you champagne while you shop. It's calm. It's bougie. It's relaxed. You're not in a rush. Take your time. Get a little champagne so you can buy that nice outfit or that purse. You can feel good about it. Go to places that offer extra services for free so you can feel as if you deserve that type of treatment by everybody. Okay. There are places, like if you go to the side of town and you go to certain shops, they all have like some wine set up. And sometimes on the weekends, they have like mimosas when you walk in, or they do little happy hour shopping, times. Go to those types of places and events that also give you extra. Like when you walk in, would you like a glass of, this or that? Even if you don't drink, they have like juice or tea or whatever. Go to places that do extra things for you, that cater to you and give you extra. Okay. That's also going to make you feel like you're living the life that you're deserving, and that it's going to help you manifest better. So then when you go back at home and you say, okay, I'm getting ready to manifest this wealthy lifestyle and reprogram myself out of poverty mind. Today, what did you do today? Think about the Richtivity day that you just had. You went dilly-dallying. You went to Whole Foods. You got a handsome rich man that gets something off the shelf for you. You walked into a little boutique or a little store, and the lady handed you champagne while you walked around and tried on a cute outfit. Maybe you didn't buy it. Maybe it wasn't in your size. Maybe it was, but you just didn't get it. Maybe you bought a pair of little earrings that you could afford. Maybe you valet parked to go have lunch at a nice restaurant bar. And maybe you got your ticket validated, so you really didn't have to pay. Maybe you only gave the little driver $5 to $2. Okay, you didn't spend a lot of money, but you got a rich experience. Okay, and then maybe this weekend you're going to walk through an open house on the rich side of town. Maybe that's what you're going to do. So when you get into the feeling, into the environment, into the frequency of the rich mindset, you can't go backwards. If a Dusty walks up to you tomorrow and asks you on some, dusty date, you're going to be like, no, I'm not on that path anymore, darling. I'm on to bigger and better. Do you understand? So you got to get in the right mindset. And even if you're not looking for no man, it's still going to help you get there for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you make new friends, possibly new business partners, possibly just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't looking for a man, do the same thing. Do it for yourself. Do it for your future generations. Take your kids. Take your daughters. If you're not doing this for no man. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. So put yourself in those environments. You deserve it. And dress the part. Okay. Don't come out there dressed inappropriately. Okay. Because this is gonna affect how you're treated. Okay. If you don't know how to dress, go people watch before you put yourself out there. Go drive around and people watch. Okay. See what they're wearing. See what they're doing. Get in and get out real quick. Don't really just, see what people are wearing. Do your little scope and then go home and do what you got to do. And when you get back out there and you're appropriately dressed, it's going to be easier for you, because some of y'all think looking bougie is one thing. It is not. Y'all be coming in there with that skin tight, bodycon, cheap see-through fabric on. It's not going to work. Okay. So go walk around or go to Pinterest and make sure your body type and the clothes that you choose go together. That you look classy and elegant. Classy and elegant, not trashy and ratchet. Okay. If you look like a dusty will walk up to you, go change. There you go. That's how you know. I You can see this on the weekend more than you can see it on the weekday. So I'm just going to tell y'all something. If you go to nice places on the weekend, you will see people attempting to dress bougie, but getting it all wrong. But you go out on the weekday, you're going to see people that actually know how to put it together. So that's the best time to go people watch during the weekday. You don't want the people on the weekend. They're doing the same thing you do, and they trying too hard to look like something that they're not. So they don't know how to do this. Go out during the weekday and people watch. Okay. You said, as a curvy woman, you find A-line dresses are where it's at. I get so many compliments from men and women. Okay, yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Dress for your body type. Yes, I definitely believe in that. Not everybody got the same body, but everybody can look good. You said I look so different. What happened? Girl, I've been outside. I got a tan. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He said you hurt him because want to roll around in the mattress. I disappointed him. What to do? Tell him to go pay for that service. They got whole websites and services that he can go talk to about that, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Tell him if he wants some, he can go pay for some elsewhere. You got it? Duh. Oh, you said it's my hair. Oh yeah, girl, I switched my wig. I've been wearing a different wig probably. And yeah. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, how can I make friends at uni? Girl, I never tried to make friends. Friends tried to get me to be their friend. Okay, just be yourself, man. Just mind your business, be yourself, do your thing. If you're interesting enough, if you're a main character enough, people will try to be your friend. Okay? Put the clothes on, look good, have your confidence level high. People will friend you. Okay? Attract, don't chase in every situation, even friendships. There you go. Keep your circle small. These friends ain't for you. Yeah. Sometimes just a small circle is best. Yes, for sure. Too many friends cause too much drama. Okay. So how do you make the wigs not itch? My wigs never itch. I don't know. Maybe because I'm used to them. Baby, you gotta get used to them. They don't itch me. I've been wearing them so long, girl. I don't feel no itching. Okay. I think once you get used to them, you're not gonna feel anything itching or whatever. Good. Yeah, I take my wig off every day I go home. It's not stuck on my head. It comes off every day. That's why I can switch them so easily. Switch. I don't have those sew-ins. I don't have none of that. I just switch it every day if I feel like it. I'm growing out my own hair underneath it. Because y'all know last year I cut it into a bob, like this short. Now it's this long. My real hair is about this long to here. I'm growing it out up under my wig, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You bought the perfume. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, girl. Combos with Chan. I appreciate. I hope you love it. Mm-hmm. Okay. When you get older and when you get rich, let me tell you something about friends. And this is not a bad thing. It's a good thing, actually. When you get older or when you get money, your friends have to be beneficial to your lifestyle. And most people at that same level are going to feel the same way. They're going to think the same way. Okay. When you get to a certain level, you don't have friends just to have friends. You have friends who have connections, who you can network with, who you can collab with, who you can get more money with. That's the type of friends you got when you get rich or when you have you're a certain age. Okay, you don't have friends to sit around and gossip. You don't have friends to feel like you're not alone. You don't have friends for the same reasons that you have friends for when you're in school. So you have to also understand there are different types of friendships on different levels. Sometimes y'all try to take your childhood friends into your adulthood or into your new lifestyle or your new mindset, and this not fit. So sometimes you have to let them go and make new acquaintances for different reasons. Okay. Because there's a friend here that's jealous that you're leveling up and they're going to try to sabotage you or they're going to make you feel bad about it. And then there's a friend waiting up here who wants to collab with you and make more money with you or show you where the money is or introduce you to somebody with money. Or that can help you level up in your style and your manners and everything else. But you're sitting here in the middle trying to figure out which way to go. Go up. Always. Always go up. Why? Because the person that's trying to bring you down, they can go up too. They just choose not to. And don't let them keep you from reaching your highest level. They choose not to go up. They don't want to go up. They want you to stay down with them where they're comfortable. They don't think you should be going up either, which is wrong if that's where you think you're supposed to be. Okay? Remember that. You already feel your future rich husband coming. I know that's right, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, what you gonna wear? What robe are you gonna be wearing around him? Go pick it out. Go pick out your house shoes, your robe, the perfume you're gonna wear. Practice how you gonna ask him for his credit card to go shopping online. You know, practice like you already got him, girl. Imagine it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It is okay to outgrow your friends. You can make new friends. Mm-hmm. It's fine to have friends to reach out every now and then, say hello, but you can't take them everywhere with you, girl. You know that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, all right. So y'all's homework was to go to the rich side of town, do some rich activities, have a rich activity day, go home, take a rich bubble bath, and get in that feeling of deserving. Y'all got it? Whatever your budget is, make it work. Go to the Dollar Tree, girl. You know what you could do. You can do a lot at the Dollar Tree these days. Get all your bath stuff together. If you got some money or some points on your credit card, go shop on Amazon. I don't know. But get your stuff together to make yourself feel this way at home. So you feel like you deserve it elsewhere and everywhere. Okay. And if y'all are looking for a good book to read on this subject, it's my book, Leveling Up to Your Best Life, Living a Life of Comfort and Luxury. And I'm going to link my books here, and they're all on Amazon. This book is like a coffee table book. You can get it in paperback or hard copy. It teaches you how to live simply, but luxurious and with comfort at the same time on any budget. And you get more, you can get less, but it's going to teach you how to treat yourself so you can get to the wealthy mindset and the deserving mindset that you deserve a better life. Da, da, da. And also show people how to treat you with more instead of less, with class instead of trash. Okay. Get it. There's also some little cute DIY projects in there for you DIY girlies to make your stuff look more bougie. Mm-hmm. It's a cute little coffee table book. There's stuff like practical stuff in there about like, what to keep in your car, how to, little stuff I talked about earlier. It's kind of like romancing your life, but also being prepared for the life that you want and how to live a life of, luxury and comfort. It's also about dealing with people, negative people. There's stuff in there about dealing with negative people. It could be your in-laws or whatever. There's stuff about that there, how to treat people that are negative. It could be coworkers, in-laws, just people that just want to be nasty to you. How to spend your time, where to go, what to do. That book is going to be that's actually the favorite of all the books that I've written, because I put some of my own stuff in there. Some of them pictures that you see, that's some of my stuff, So love that book. It's a glossy page book. Very nice, very elegant. You can use it as a coffee table book, whatever. Okay. Perfect book to read. Okay. It's called Leveling Up to Your Best Life. That's the one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It makes sense to attract what you accept. Don't accept anything less than royalty. Shear's books teach a lot. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And ladies, with the cracked phones, I got to get on to y'all. That's brokenness. Go get your phone fixed, baby. It don't cost that much. Go get the screen on your phone fixed. Do not walk around with a cracked phone. That's brokenness. Okay. It costs very cheap to get that screen fixed. Okay. Go to one of them fix it places and stand there while they fix it. Somebody sent me a cash app. Thank you, man. Don't do that. Think about this. You go into the rich side of town and your phone is ghetto. Thank you, Ottawa, for this cash app. Okay, fix that phone. Do not walk around here with no cracked phone. Thank you. Okay. You just got yours fixed. Good. Don't do that. The same day it get cracked, if you ain't got that phone fixed within 2 days, you behind. You hear me? Unless you using it as a decoy for a man to buy you a phone. They have your own real phone that you take to the rich side of town. You keep your crack phone in the drawer and you only bust it out when you meet a new potential provider. Okay. Then he give you the money for how much the phone cost. Then you show up with your phone that's already fixed and you pocket the money. Okay. That's how you do that. That's the only reason you should have a crack phone. That's the decoy. Keep that crack phone at home and only bust it out when you're trying to get some extra. All right. Anyway. Reprogram yourself to be rich. Okay. Another thing that rich people know is that you can't play fair in an unfair world. There's an advantage, and some of y'all are playing too fair. Y'all know that. Never play fair in an unfair world. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you're rich and you like pretending that you're poor. Well, if you're rich and you like pretending like you're poor, well, then great. Wonderful. Everybody got a fantasy. You said play chess, not checkers. Exactly. Some people that are rich, they try to protect their money by looking like they don't have none, so they don't attract them gold diggers. Okay, but when we look too good, you can't help yourself. You're going to start talking. You're going to start telling on yourself, no matter how broke you look. You just can't help it. Oh, yeah, my ranch, my boat. How do you ask for a camera so I can make better content for my biz? I don't know it. If he has extra money, he pays for dates and tell him you broke your camera and it's crime. Tell him how much it costs and how much you got to save up for it, and tell him you only got about $20 towards it, and see what he could do. You got to be proactive before somebody will help you. You can't just say you don't got something. Remember, people want to give more to who already got. This is rich mindset too. So if you act like you had it already, because you're not lacking, it's broken or it got stolen. You're saving up. You're actively on the way to getting a new one. But it's so sad. And you really it's really impeding how you're getting your money. That man, he got some money, he gonna go ahead and help you out. Versus begging and having nothing already. You see? So, lie. Paying tithes, you're the reason I started my second business trying to get to the next level. Uh-oh, thank you, Rose. Okay, well, good luck. Girl, I know you're going to do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So it's better to feel like you already have something, that it's on the way, and that you're just in the process of upgrading or replacing. You don't just sit there and beg like you ain't got nothing. You're not a bum on the street. You're a businesswoman. You understand? You're actively in the process of getting what you want. If someone wants to invest in you along the way because of, they're nice and they're trying to, well, you're more than welcome. But you never are in lack. That's another thing about rich mentality. You never say you're broke, or you never say that you lack anything. You're always in the process of leveling up. Always. Because if people think they're on a winning team, they're going to support it. If they know you already lost and are losing, they're not going to support no loser. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? People like to put their money where it's increasing, not where it's decreasing. That's natural. That's human nature. Right? So always have the story of an increase. But don't give them too much information. That's why I say saving up is an increase. Oh, I'm saving up for, I'm in the process of saving up for. Okay. Sounds better than I don't have, da 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 da. Can I give you some words, some 4 words to say? Oh my gosh, the other day I broke my, to say, oh my gosh, the other day I broke my camera. I was so sad. So I started saving up, you know, to get another one. You know, it's impeding the way that I'm getting my money, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm saving up at the moment right now. Can't wait to, to get another one. It's just so unfortunate, but I stay positive. What you think he gonna do? Take you to Best Buy and get you a new camera? Give you the money for it? Well, how much do you have saved? How much more do you need? If he likes you and he wants to impress you, he gonna get you that camera, or he gonna give you the rest of the money for it. There was no camera to begin with, but now there is, because he done bought you the camera. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You don't act desperate either. You don't act like you're trying to get it out of them either, because they can sense that. You act like you already got the solution solved. If they want to help, that's how they can impress. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Am I ready for the MJ movie? You know I am, girl. I'm gonna be watching. I already got tickets. Bought my tickets a while back, girl. You know me. Mm-hmm. Got my tickets way in advance. Prepared. I got the good seats too. Okay. I'm gonna see it in Dolby Sound so I can hear that good music. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got your shirt in the mail for MJ? Yes. Okay, well, good. Go see it. Do you suggest wearing colored contacts to attract or lure man? Options on colored. Only if they don't look ratchet. Y'all know what look ratchet. Y'all know what looks ratchet and what don't. Okay? There you go. What looks good on camera might not look good in real life. Let's just say that sometimes. So make sure it's a natural looking color that's believable. Believable. Okay. Make sure it's believable. That's all I can tell you. Just like the hair you put on your head, make sure it's believable. Okay. If you're trying to freestyle and attract wealth, make sure it looks believable. Not inconceivable. Okay. So what's it? Neon blue. Is it believable, baby? Is it believable? Is it believable? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Make sure whatever you put on your head is believable, and whatever you put in your eyes is believable. If you're trying to attract wealth. Okay. Gotta at least be believable. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Remember, you got to be taken seriously. You gotta be taking, don't show up in no red wig and no blue, flame blue contacts. Okay. Nobody take that seriously. Okay. It looks like clownish. Especially that Kool-Aid red and them flame blue beauty supply contact lenses. Don't put that on your hat. Don't put that on yourself. Okay. Don't do that to yourself. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Wrap it up. Y'all are silly. Can you be taken seriously with a beat up car? But I own it, but it's embarrassing. Okay, if you own it, go get it fixed or go trade it in. Because that's, yes, it is embarrassing. Yes, it is embarrassing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go get it fixed. You can go find some cheap parts in the junkyard, man, but you need to get that stuff fixed. Someone said, flirt with the mechanic, girl. Is just acting rich enough to attract wealth? I don't need to take action towards it. Yeah, you need to take action towards it. You can only talk to rich people. You need to be in rich areas only. You're on your way there, but you got to get in the environment first to get a little taste of it so you know what you want. Okay, you know how when you buy some wine at the restaurant and they give you a little bit in a cup and you swirl it around and you like sip on it to make sure that's what you want? That's what you're doing. When you get a little taste of that and you know you want it, you're going to start making moves subconsciously towards it, whether you realize it or not. Do you understand? Whether you are conscious or aware of it or not, once you get a little taste, you're going to be moving towards it. It's going to be up in there because you're reprogramming. Okay, so you will naturally start to make moves towards getting money. How you dress, the people you hang around, the company you entertain, the men that you deal with, they're all going to change once you get a little taste. Okay? Once you get a little taste, you can't go backwards. It's not going to work out for you. Mm-hmm. So get a little taste. Treat yourself well. Be bougie even at home when no one is looking. Take that luxurious bougie bubble bag with ambiance, jazz music, and candles playing. Get into the feeling. And when you get up and get dressed, you think you're getting ready to throw on some crap, leggings, sneakers, and an oversized t-shirt. You think you're going to put that on after taking a bubble bath like that? You think you're going to represent yourself when you just taken the bougiest of all baths? You think you're going to go put that crap on? No, you're not. You're going to go, oh, I feel extra today. Let me see what I can put on. You're going to go get your good stuff in your closet and you're going to put that on. Do you have female friends and how do you navigate? Everyone that I hang out with has money. That's how I navigate. Yes. Okay. Gotta have some money because I hang out with you if you're broke, baby. We're not gonna be able to do the same stuff. You're gonna be like, oh, I don't got it like that. Oh, I don't want to go do that. No, I can't do it. I can't afford that place. I don't want to hear it. So we gotta have money. Yep. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so you're going to do better by how you treat yourself and get a little taste of the good life. You're not going to want to go backwards. Okay. You don't have a car. Driving your mom. Should you finance to get a nice car or save to cash so I can buy property? I'm 26, trying to build wealth. I would just go find me a man to put down the car payment, down payment, and then give them the bill every month. If you buy a decent car cash, then do that. It doesn't have to be the best car, just buy a decent car And then maybe somebody can upgrade you, or you can upgrade later. But buy a decent enough car to where you don't got to be embarrassed to drive around somewhere, you know? I like to take the shortcuts. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, I don't hang around with broke people, no shade, no tea. No, you're not supposed to hang around broke people if you're not trying to stay broke. It has nothing to do with the person themselves. It's the energy and the path that you're on. It's the path. It's not the person. It's just the path. Okay. Just think of it as the path. If there's brokies on the path, you're on the wrong path, ain't you? Get off that path. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're not going to take you nowhere that you want to go. He said most people are fake rich, but they're not living poor. So that's better than being real broke. Think about that. If some people are fake rich, they're doing the same thing you're attempting to do. They're faking it until they make it. They're not on the poverty path, though. That's for sure. So it's better to hang around at least fake rich people than real broke people. They ain't on a path to nothing. They're not even trying to fake it. So it's better still. It's still better than being on a broke path, because they're trying to do something similar. And if you're rich already and you could spot fake rich people, great. Real rich people will call out the fake rich people, but they're not going to like dismiss them. They're going to be like, okay, well, I understand. Fake it till you make it. Whatever. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, at least they're on the path, okay? That might not be your target to get money from, though, ladies. But that, you know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Lady Dad. Sprinkle, sprinkle for the super sticker. And like, what do like some people, like I was talking about earlier in the video, rich. What's the number? Wealth, what's the number? Who's considered rich? Who's considered broke? Who's considered wealthy? What numbers are you thinking rich? Like, how much do you earn per year if you're rich? Wealth, you can't get rid of it. That's been building up. You can't spend that in a lifetime. Rich, you can lose. Wealth, it takes several generations to lose wealth. That's how you know the difference. Okay? So if you're wealthy, your grandkids or your great-grandkids going to be rich, no matter what you do. Rich is something that you've probably achieved or earned or possibly inherited a little bit, you know, as a head start, and something that you maintain. So which one is it? Which you rich or wealthy? But most people aren't wealthy, but a lot of people can be rich. Mm-hmm. I don't consider myself wealthy yet, but I do consider myself rich. Okay. How do I get CEO to invest more on me? I already, what? Something results, but he tries to clever and make me bring work without invest much. Get another one, man. We need 2 of them, so you don't have to keep doing this. It's called breadcrumbing. If they don't put you on direct deposit from their bank account every month, they're gonna breadcrumb you. Do a little bit at a time. Do a little bit. No, you need a big lump sum every month to take care of your expenses, so you don't have to worry about anything, because you don't like discussing money with him and you want to focus on the relationship. That's what you tell him. Stop letting them breadcrumb you. Okay. Oh, you said that's a CEO? Just ask him for it. So I have a really good business idea. I really want to get started. You want to be a part of it? So this is what you need to do. Act like he already gonna say yes. If that's not your plan, then you can talk to him like business. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, all right. You said invest in your health and education. They're wealthy or rich. Do not cut corners. That's right. You treat yourself like you want to live long enough to enjoy your money. For real. See, rich people know they're going to live long and they want to enjoy that money. So they take care of their health so they can enjoy their money. Poor people, they think they got to live for today because they got to keep scrambling for money. And then it's a matter if they live long or not because they broke anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. It's true. Rich people take care of their health because they know they got to live longer to enjoy all that money, all that stuff, all that they did to get it. Broke people, they don't live for tomorrow, or they don't live long because they live for today because they don't have no savings. Okay? So they're gonna just live and indulge recklessly. All right. I've noticed that broke people eat worse than rich people because they have nothing to live for long term, which is sad. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about like if you have natural causes, not freak stuff, like some weird stuff that happens, but like just natural. What? What if he doesn't want to do wire transfer and just give little? I'm really tired of it. Then get another one. Okay. Don't put up with something that you like. That's another thing that rich people don't do. They don't put up with stuff that's not beneficial to them. Okay. They're out. As soon as it stops being beneficial, done. You're wasting your time. He's getting a better deal than you are now. Think about it like that. That's another thing. Reprogramming yourself to be rich. Don't settle for crumbs. You're better than that. Next, you got him, you can get another one. You need to think bigger. Okay. Start going out and looking for other people. That one is dried up, baby. It's done. He wants you to crawl and beg. That's not how rich people do. They just go replace and get something else that's more beneficial. Do you understand? And when he sees that you can do that and you believe in yourself enough to do that, that's when he's going to start spending more money. When you stop spending time with him, they're begging for crumbs. Okay? When he see you can get it elsewhere easily. Treat yourself like you're better than that, darling. You deserve more. You deserve a man that's going to give it to you without you having to beg for it all the time. Either he can or he can't, baby. But you ain't finna perform or beg. Tell him to get a dog. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? Oh, you were the one from the other day talking about your boyfriend wanted to be a manager for OnlyFans girls. Okay, so I told you to ask him for a car and you'd be fine with it if he got you a car. Okay, so what happened, girl? Let me see. When you asked him to get you the car, he said he's not gonna be the manager anymore. Ha 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 ha. See, I told you. I told you it would work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, well, good for you, ma'am. Glad you got what you wanted. Every woman can't do what you do. You're pretty. Most of these women can't do that. They can buy beauty. They can get to that med spa. They can get in that mirror. They can get to that wig shop and they can get some new clothes. They can. They just don't do it. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Everybody got access to stuff. They just don't use it. They'd rather spend it on a dusty. They'd rather spend it on weed. They'd rather spend it on a Kool-Aid red wig with baby hairs down to their eyebrows. They're not putting it in the right places. Okay. They'd rather pay for some man than to put effort into themselves. They'd rather buy a bunch of bad food and go out to eat and get their backs bigger than putting that money towards something else. Okay. Anybody can look good. Look, you can see before and after pictures of anything, and it look better after. Okay. So it's just they're not putting in the work. You said I have beef with them baby hairs. Yes, just call them slick down bangs. Stop calling them baby hair. Just slick down bangs. If you got to curl it with a curling iron, it's a bang, baby. If it's longer than 1 inch, it's a bang. Sprinkle. Baby bangs. Okay, anyway, yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. Now, I would have agreed with you back in the 90s about how not everybody looked like this. But you can go buy this now. I bought it. This ain't my hair. I mean, I can grow my hair probably about this long. But listen, you can buy any wig and switch it up. You could buy skincare, makeup, clothing. You can learn how to do your makeup really well. You can get your nails done. You can get to that med spa and get that shot. You can do whatever you got to do. If you really want it, you can get it. What to say to a guy when he asks, why did you come to this bar? Everyone is old here. People are 45 and older. It's like, oh, because I only date older. Oh, so I like to think of myself as an old soul. I enjoy a great glass of wine. I didn't know that there was an age limit, darling. He's trying to clock you for trying to get some money, girl. Just don't even bother. Tell him, oh, I'm an old soul and I enjoy wine. And, I didn't know that there was an age limit. I'll keep that in mind. Still be confident and unbothered, baby. Order your drink, order your wine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good. You can do whatever you like. Thank y'all. Do you believe in having female friends around? It feels like they are always coming. I don't believe in none of that. I believe in being by yourself is the best. Why? Because you could get more attention from men with money. They will walk up to you faster than a group of people. Okay? It gets secure within yourself and confident. Let me ask y'all a question. When you think about rich women, do you see a bunch of rich women walking around in packs? Or do you see broke people walking around in packs? You see broke people walking around in packs, or rich? Do you often see rich women walking around in packs? Bougie women walking around in packs? Do they always have to be with somebody? That's a wealthy mindset. You're good with your own company. You're confident enough to stand on your own, darling. That's what attracts wealth. You're confident enough to stand on your own. You ain't always got to be with a group of people because you're insecure and you're lacking of anything. You don't exude lack. Okay. So no, you don't always have to be with a bunch of people. Okay. Not if you're trying to attract men with money. Think about it. If you level up your wardrobe and how you look and the places you go, you're not going to see groups of crowds of gangs of girls. You're going to see elegant, solo women. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. The only time you see a group of rich ladies are when they're doing charity, going to brunch, going to a soccer game with their kids, watching their kids or whatever. They're not out together in a gang. So learn how to be by yourself. Be bougie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is the best response for a man who asks to borrow money from a woman? Send him to his mother. Say, why don't you ask your mom? I don't loan men money. That's the best response because it's the truth. Oh, you should ask your mom. I don't loan men money. Enough said. You don't have to over-explain yourself. There's no excuse. You don't even have to give them a reason. The reason is you don't loan men money. That's self-explanatory, okay? Done. What's he going to do, argue with that? Well, why don't you loan men money? It's obvious why, okay? They're men. This is a patriarchal society. You shouldn't be begging a woman for nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if a man flirts with you from his expensive car rented? What kind of car is it, man? The only men that do that are cars that are rented, though. That's not his car. He's either going to get it washed or it's rented. Men with real money don't flirt with you from their car. They're trying not to even look in other people's cars. All right, go to the rich side of town and watch men with nice cars. You ain't finna do that. They're not finna do that. They're trying to scoot up so you don't give them no eye contact because they know what you're about. All right, they're not trying to flirt in their cars. That's not their car. It's rented. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Find a man that has a car and he's really rich, he's not going to be looking in your windows. Promise you. That's not how they do. Those who know. You could get around the rich side of town. Everybody's car is nice on the rich side of town. It's not a big deal. Okay. You'll reprogram yourself to be rich by hanging around rich people, doing rich activities, only accepting what you think you know you deserve, and nothing less. Okay, y'all ask me some questions on how to reprogram yourself to be rich. Because I think I've talked a lot about the subject, and if y'all have questions that I didn't see or answer, I'm going to be looking at them now. Okay, by the way, I have one more day of emoticon and heart eyes to another CEO as a communication reply. And from that day, he sent me 2 customers already. Oh, wonderful. Get your money up, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good for you. Remember, some people are not going to be able to do this overnight. It's a process. Right? You got to level up, get your look together, get your wardrobe together, get your hair, nails, body together. You got to do all of that. It's a process. But in the meantime, you can go see what get a little taste of the good life while you're leveling up if you haven't gotten there yet. Okay. How do you let your husband get on your nerve? How to stop letting your husband get on your nerves? By stop paying attention to him, baby. So refocus on yourself, darling. Okay. Refocus back on yourself. It's all about you. You don't have to do everything with him. He doesn't have to always be a part of everything. Okay. Learn to be your own person still. Stop worrying about what he's doing and go get you some business. Hold on, I got some in my eye. All right. You can't change people that don't want to change. All you can do is focus on what you are trying to do and focus on that. Yeah. Get some hobbies, get out of the house, go spend time with some friends. Stop worried about what you're doing. Who cares? He gets on your nerves, then get away from him. Maybe you're spending too much time at home. Maybe you don't have enough hobbies or things to do or businesses. Okay. Thank you. You said your woman's hair is real? Good. I got real hair too. And I got wig hair. I got human hair. I got synthetic hair. And I got real hair too. I got all of the above. I got plenty options. Okay. How to look more approachable, have natural RBF. Smile. That's the solution. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be conscious of what you're looking like and smile. There you go. All right, maybe you need to get to the med spa and tell them you need a smile. They can give you a smile at the med spa. All right. Tell them you want a red smile and see what they can do, baby. Okay, so is it true when a man tries to get you jealous and you don't, he loves you more? He wants to see if you like him for him. He wants to see if another woman is going to make you jealous. He wants to see if you want him for real. Instead, see if you can make him jealous. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. See how much he likes you. It's not about him, baby. It's about you. Thank you, Zini. I can't say your whole name, but thank you for gifting a membership to somebody. All Pick Misha relationship building into new biz partner 6 years ago. He invited me to office, wants to hire me. His revenue is $4 million, want to hire me, and I want to submit. What? Learn the craft, make sales. Well, get your money, man. Yeah, get your money. You can still date other people. You ain't even date him, so get your money and date other people. Maybe you can meet somebody with some money there too. All right, all right. You said you keep seeing online ad dating. Well, I didn't promote that, baby. Whatever. They could try. I can't help what they put on here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for being a new member. Y'all are so nice. Okay. We said women don't need to marry a man anymore. We can just get money. Yes. You can get your own money. You can get his money too. You don't even have to marry him and still get his money. That's true. You can get yours, get his, and don't even say I do. For real. How to deal with rich men who are testing you. If you are only there for girl, they don't like you if they test you. They shouldn't care if you're only there for their money. They should like you 10 times more enough not to want to know the answer to that test. They don't like you. Not enough. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A rich man knows why you're there. He ain't stupid. Why would he risk losing a woman he likes 10 times more by giving her a stupid test? You know she's going to fail. He don't like you. All right, next. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That man don't like you. He's setting you up to fail because he doesn't like you enough to not even do the test. Do you think Donald Trump did a test on Melania to see if she likes him for him? I don't think so. He already knew they was going to be full of disappointment, so he skipped that step and just gave her the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So there should be no test, darling. They like you times 10, there ain't no test. If you over there taking tests, you dumb. If men want them to like you, if men want you to like them for who they are, they better be better. They have to be the perfect man. It's the perfect man. Then why would you pass that test? You just get his money, and he need to stop trying to test people because he already know he ain't all that. I've been dating a millionaire heir for 4 years. We both 22. Should I wait for him until he get to his 30s so we can get married? Don't want to be placeholder. Girl, you think he gonna marry you once he get his money? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me ask you a question. Once he inherits his money, because you said he's an heir, which means his parents gotta die first, or his trust fund gotta kick in, right? How long they gonna live? When is he gonna get his money? When he get his money, is he still gonna want you? Think about it. You're planning like you already know that he chose you to be his wife. You better plan like, to get your own money from him. If he's not giving you any money now, he might not even want you then, girl. Heck. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if it's me and he's not beneficial to me now, no. He got his money right now too. Well, then spend it, girl. But don't bank on the future. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Save your money, get his money, put it in your account. Date him until you're sick and tired of dating him, or you can't date him no more, or until he pops the question. Okay? But continuously get your money in the meantime. If you choose to stick around that long, if you can stand to stick around that long, if y'all are together that long and he pops the question, great. But make sure you're getting money in the meantime and not putting all your eggs in one basket. Okay? That's the best thing I can tell you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said these new age men are smart. Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with the type of woman that they want. They want one, they're going to go get it. They're not going to test it. They're not going to say, do you? If they want something, they're going to go get it. Simple as that. If a man likes you times 10, he's not going to give you no tests. He's just going to, I'll accept you. I like you. You're what I want. Period. Done. Ain't nobody trying to play no games about whether, take no tests from no man. You don't like me enough if you're giving me a test. Okay? Next. I'm not trying to sit here and pass a school test. That's dumb. You said we smash what we want, and the women collect what they want. All right? And women don't let men smash until they invest. Ones that know their value. Only pygmies do that. All right? Only pygmies be rolling around on the mattress with men just because of words. You got money, you got to invest long term. Because you could go roll around with any pygmy out there and have your best time on the mattress. But if you want a certain type of woman, you got to invest. All right. Thank you, Maria. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you want a certain type of woman, you have to invest. You might not want a certain type of woman. You just might want to roll around with pygmy. Everybody got their preference, though. All right. Everybody got their preference. How do you deal with a narcissistic sister? You don't. Change the subject. Put your earbuds in. Walk away. Stay busy. You just don't. Ignore. Would you consider reading as a rich activity? I have a library in my house, around 200 to 300 books I've read. Also, you can't meet people by reading unless you go into a book signing. So a rich activity is to get you outside in the vicinity of people with rich. Maybe if you go to an antique bookstore, and maybe if you are at an auction trying to buy like a first edition of something, perhaps. But sitting in your house reading is not really going to attract anybody. It is something that you can say that you do. That's a hobby. But the point of rich activities is also to be out and about. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said your future daughter will not be on social media? Yes, she will. Most teenagers will find a way to get on social media. All right. You said Shira is raising legal prostitutes. Okay, so if you have a daughter, sir, do you want her rolling around with anything on the mattress, anything dusty? Do you not want men investing into her and taking her serious as a human being, or do you just want her to roll around on the mattress for free with everybody? Because when broke men come in here and talk about, oh, well, this is prostitution. You can't even afford a prostitute, sir. Because if you could, you would go be with one right now. You want women that give themselves away for free. Pygmishas that are desperate for your attention to roll around on the mattress with you. That's fine. Hope you raise that type of daughter. But over here, we're not doing that. If you don't have the money, if you can't afford to date, if you can't afford to invest in a woman, if you don't see them as a human being, but only as an object, then go roll around with that object. You know what I'm saying? And when you do have a daughter, I'm sure you're going to direct her right to my channel. Okay? Because you're going to see the error in your ways. All right? Because you don't want your daughter rolling around on everybody's mattress for free, getting bed bugs. Do you understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Know your worth as a woman, ladies. These men out here want to roll around with everything free, don't have nothing in their pockets but lint, and then when they have a daughter, everything changes. Now they don't even want her to be on social media because they know how men are. They know how sick and disgusting men are. Why? Because they're sick and disgusting themselves. They don't even see you as a human being. They see you as an object that they want to roll around on the mattress with. But you know what? That's why y'all need to start seeing them as wallets and ATMs. Those are objects as well. Okay? Those are wonderful objects that actually give out money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get the money, ladies. Don't worry about what these men are talking about. They already know they're disgusting. They all know that they're disgusting and they wouldn't wish themselves on their own daughters. So, knowing that, just get their money. All right. Any man will tell you the same thing. Your provider wants me to be more emotional. What? He does like me times 10. I'm naturally level-headed and he's more emotional. Been together 1 year. He feels I'm easily detached. Girl, tell him to go get him some testosterone shots. Take him to the doctor, baby. Get his shots. Get him some testosterone supplements in the meantime. Make him an appointment. Order him some testosterone supplements on Amazon and give it to him, baby. You know what? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone said to tell him to eat pumpkin seeds. If you got a man over here begging for affection and emotion, it's all emotional, girl, he needs testosterone. Practical ways to control emotions, please. By treating them like money. You don't spend emotions where you're not overcompensated. Simple as that. If it's not about no money, why are you feeling? That man hasn't paid no bills, why do you have feelings for him? If that man triggered you and made you mad, is your reaction going to get you some money? then don't spend the reaction. Don't spend the anger if it doesn't equal into money. Okay? So if your reaction is not going to get you paid, your emotional reaction is not going to get you paid, rethink it into one that will get you paid. If anger and blowing up and cursing someone out is not going to get you paid, perhaps calmness and strategy instead, and redirecting that energy back into you to level up yourself, that might get you some more. Okay? So if it's not making money, then you don't expend your emotions. If it doesn't equal into some money, don't spend your emotions. That's it. From the start. You're not supposed to blindly trust people. You're supposed to let them prove themselves to you. So you're not going to get emotionally attached to an idea, but the person will actually have to prove themselves to you to get your emotional attachment, which means to put in action. They got to show you what they're about. They got to prove themselves to you. They got to impress you. You don't just automatically give them emotions. They have to earn them. If you're out there reacting and giving your emotions away for free, that's your fault. Treat them like money. Okay? Your emotions are like money. You don't just give them to everybody. You'll figure it out. Just practice that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Will I ever have a conference? I have one every day on YouTube, baby. Right here. This is the conference. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why? Why won't I have a conference? Because it'll cost too much for y'all to get in. All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need a conference, baby. If I ever have one, it'll be in the far, far future for something else. Maybe a launch for something, but I don't need a conference. Like, I never understood why people held conferences when you could just see people online. All right. Thank you. How to let go of the idea that you have to earn money. Ask for it. See, the Bible say ask and it shall be given. They didn't say earn. They said ask. So I'm a ask, baby. Even though I'm not religious, fortune favors the bold. Say what you want. Be not afraid. However you put it, whatever religion, whatever way you put it, you ain't got to work for nothing. You just need to figure out how you can get it easier. You can work on yourself, though. That'll help you get the money easier without working for the money, but you can work on yourself. Okay? You can work on yourself, and then people will give you money. You can work for yourself and take all the money. So you figure it out. Because that's how rich people think. They don't think, oh, I cannot work hard for money. They work smarter, not harder. They earn money and they sleep. That's not even really earning money. That's collecting it. That's the difference. Some people collect, some people earn. Okay. When you're earning something, it's because you're working for it. When you collect it, that means your money is making money, or you know how to make money in your sleep by working smarter and not harder. Okay. You do something one time, that should earn you money without even touching it again. Do something great one time, and it's going to earn you money for a long time. You don't even have to do that. The one thing you did is going to keep giving you money in the future. Okay? So do something like that. An idea, a product, a book, a video. Okay? Oh, it's light. There you go. Work smarter. Smarter. You can do it. Reprogram your mind to know that you can do it. Everybody else is doing it. Okay. Did you go to school? Do you have a diploma? Did you graduate high school? They got kids still in high school getting paid. Starting businesses. Writing books. So if you graduated high school, you ain't got no excuse. Because them high school kids are sometimes earning more than these adults out here putting in hard work, clocking in every day. So what did they figure out that you didn't, you know? Do something good, and it's going to keep giving you money. Stop thinking you have to find a job. That's poverty mindset. Make a job. Make a business. Do something and keep getting paid for it over and over and over and over. It ain't hard to believe if you can do it. I did it. You saying you're not smarter than me? All these little people that came from nothing seem to figured it out. You know what I'm saying? What they know that you don't. They believed in themselves and they felt worthy of being able to get money without having to work hard for it. If you have a really good idea, or if you do something really well, and you find a way to monetize it, darling, you don't have to earn anything. It earns itself. You said you have pretty privilege. Even if I didn't, I'd still be rich. Because I had a rich mindset. There are ugly rich people out here too. Okay? They got ugly rich people everywhere. I see them. That's where you get your money from to start off. All right. Some of the wealthiest women in history were not physically attractive. Exactly. If you stay polished, neat, appropriate, and you have some decent manners, you can still get money. All right. You know what you're doing and you do it well, you can get money. It has nothing to do with it. It helps when you look good. You open more doors. You can get places some people can't. You get special treatment. You can get the shortcut. Yeah. But also, it's also who you know. You could be ugly and know some rich people and still get in the door if you're good at what you do. Okay. I told you how. Do something well and make money over and over. Write a book. Start a business online. You know, make a job. Whatever services you do, if you can get paid to do certain services, you can hire other people to do those services and take a cut. Some women have cleaning services. Some women have consultations to help do A, B, C, and D, get organized, whatever. Some people have closet organizing services. Some people have moving companies and packing companies. What do? Outsource the workers. Get an insurance policy on them, send them out to do the task. Meanwhile, you get the big money, you pay them a few dollars. Or you can write a book, or you can make a video, whatever. How to. You can use AI and do whatever you need. You just need to be creative. You need to stop looking for a job and you need to sit down and be creative on how to get paid over and over and over from doing something. Okay. The reason why y'all are in a rat race of looking for a job is because you don't have enough time. You don't have the luxury of time to sit and think of a good idea, to put it in. You don't have the confidence to think it's going to work because you think you have to choose job or do this. No, you can do both until one starts to pay more than the other. Then you can let go of the job, baby. Okay. So if you write a book, if you start a little online business, you're still clocking in. For a little while, you're going to have to do both until one starts making more money. Then you can let that go. And that will make money for a long, long time without you putting in all them hours. Okay? Your money will start to make money a long time and you can just rest. But you got to have the idea, the luxury of time to do so. You got to make time to do it. The time that you're scrolling on TikTok or watching TV, that could be the time you could think about what you want to do. You write it down and then go and do it. It's that simple. Turn off the TV, put on the phone until you find a business or a money-making idea, and then execute it. There's too many ways to get money out here now. Too many. You got people making AI videos getting paid in their sleep. What you doing? I'm sitting over there clocking in. That person sleep making more money than you. Why? Because they sat down and made a plan and executed it. So you're gonna do the same thing. They're not smarter than you. They just did something. Because you can Google all the steps on how to do that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're correcting everything I learned wrong about relationships thanks to your advice. It turns out seeing the truth was this easy. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Samba. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. How to be approachable in errands on the rich side of town. You got to look cute. You got to smile and make eye contact. People are friendly on the rich side of town. They're not scared. They're not paranoid. They're friendly. So it's easier to get approached where people are calm, not in a hurry, and friendly. Okay? So just smile, make a little eye contact. They'll be like, good morning. Like, good morning to you too. Simple as that. What? Do I use vision boards? I use manifestation journals. It's better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's the same concept, but it's in a journal and it's private and you keep it and you add more to it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said people aren't as warm. I don't care. Smile anyway. Eye contact with a smile. There's no reason you can't be warm. You're in a mood, baby. You look good. Maybe you got a better reason to smile than they do. Maybe by smiling, you'll put it in the better mood. You understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. These called journals diaries in England. Yeah, they call them diaries here a long time ago. Back in the 80s, we called them diaries. Dear diary. Remember that? All of a sudden we got real technical and started calling them journals. But we used to call them diaries too back in the day. Remember? All my people that are older, my age. Okay. Mm-hmm. What? All right. I'm trying to read some of these. Yeah, learn to get money in your sleep. That's going to be your best bet. So many people are going to be able to make a lot of money just by following some instructions, baby. That's it. It's up to y'all. And don't don't miss the opportunity because you doubt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because in the future, that opportunity may not be as common as it is right now. Then you go like shoulda, coulda, woulda. And if you fail, and so what? You're not losing anything. Try again, do something else. But at least try it and you won't have to wonder if you coulda, shoulda, woulda. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all are silly. Some of these things y'all are saying are funny. You say you've been sleeping a lot. How to transmute this into making money into my rest. Do a sleep study. Write a book about your dreams, girl. I don't know. Write a book about your dreams, ma'am. And self-publish it and get to advertising. I don't know. Sure, how to ask for money from a new guy? He seems stingy. Okay, I'm not asking no stingy man for no money. He gonna offer me money because he likes me 10 times more, or I'm gonna hint and clue about the things I need or saving up for, and he's gonna give it to me. So I'm not getting ready to deal with no stingy man that doesn't like me more. Okay, he's gonna be dismissed real quick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Second, lenses look natural only if they look like you were born with them. You know what I mean? If it's believable. I said that earlier. I said, or just sell bath water or sell feet pics. Use gently used socks on Etsy, girl. Some freaks will buy them. Every day, put on a sock, put it in a paper bag, and put it up for sale. You're good. Get you an Only Feets account. There you go. I don't know what to tell you, man. There's too many easy ways to get this money. I saw this meme, this Dusty who painted his toes red and was taking pictures of him getting paid, and it was a man's foot. If a Dusty can do it, man, I don't know. Maybe. His feet was not it, but he still made a way. Okay. He said foot pics. What? Google that question, ma'am. You got nice feet. Google it. See where you can sell your pics, baby. I don't know. I'm sure Chat GPT and Google could tell you how to make up. Say, ask Chat GPT how you can make a certain amount of money by selling feet pics. They're gonna give you all the steps. Do it. Or if you don't want to sell feet pics, ask ChatGPT how to make this much money without doing much of nothing and see what they say. Okay. How to look classy in gym shorts by going back to the dressing room and changing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you ain't in the gym, why you need to wear them out? You're going to be on a journey. You're going to the dog walking park. If you're wearing them to work out, then just wear classy colors. Like choose a color palette that looks classy. Don't be doing a bunch of crazy colors. That's all. There you go. How did what? Okay, thoughts on being a mistress. Fine. As long as he's giving you money and you're living the best lifestyle you can live. Okay. Some people don't believe in marriage. Some people, either way you look at it, some people don't believe in marriage. Some people believe in being a mistress, and some people believe in being unfaithful. Either way, get your money, man. Now, there are lots of mistresses that are rich. Okay. Right? And reprogram yourself. Understand your position if that's what you want in life. You don't, it's not a permanent position. You could change your mind at any time, any second. So whatever you want to do. Advice needed to avoid signing post-nup. Create one of your own. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And put a cheating clause in it. Then negotiate from there. Okay? Create one of your own. Put a cheating clause in it. And y'all start negotiating from there. See what happens. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And make sure you describe what cheating means to you. And description, okay? They all cheat anyway, get the bigger spender. That's right. You need to Google these questions, baby. They will tell you better than I can, and all the resources and links to do so. How to do this and how to do that. Google it. AI will help you. ChatGPT will help you. Google will help you, and they will give you the steps and the links. Self-explanatory, literally. Mm-hmm. Okay, so reprogram yourself to be rich. Write it down. That's also reprogram yourself. Get you a piece of paper, a nice piece of paper, or just any piece of paper. Don't matter. Get you a nice pen. I'm extra, so I'm gonna have nice stuff. And you write down your future plans for when you're rich. Where you're gonna go, what you're gonna do, how you're gonna decorate your house. You get into that feeling, you know. Are you gonna have a certain type of pet? What are you gonna name that pet? Are you gonna buy it some pet clothes? Like get into the most detail as you can. Okay. And write it down as if it's like they call it scripting. It's called scripting. You're gonna write your life, and it's all gonna be all this stuff, you know, what you're, you know, as if you've already got it. Think about tomorrow you open your eyes and you're rich. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do that day? Go to sleep tonight. And tomorrow you open your eyes and you're rich. What are you going to do? Write that down. What are you going to wear? What are your products? You can get as detailed as you choose. Write it down. When you write it down, you're going to start implementing some of these things that you can do in your everyday life already. You're going to be on the path. Okay? But when you are rich and you're writing it down, your mind, you're already rich. So you're just going to write down your plans for that day. That's it. Try it. And see, won't your daily plans get closer and closer and closer to what you've written down as you stay on that path and in that mindset. All right? It's like your everyday thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And you got to also be obsessed with what you're trying to become or accomplish or whatever. You got to be obsessed with it. All right? Not part-time with it, but obsessed. Think about all the people that have money. They're either self-obsessed or they're obsessed with what got them the money. People, think of the people that's broke or don't have a lot of money. They're not really obsessed with anything but things that cause them to go backwards in life, if you think about it. They're obsessed with things that don't make money. They're obsessed with things that aren't good habits. Whatever you're obsessed over, make sure they're beneficial and they're going to take you to the next level. Okay? That's the type of energy you need. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? Multiple guys flirting with you at the same time in the same place? Please ask them what they do for a living. Ask where they live. Choose the richest one. Make sure or make friends with all of them. But I'm asking questions, girl. Oh, what side of town do you live on? Oh, really? Oh, that's nice. So what is it again you do for a living? Wow. Impressive. How long have you been doing that? Okay. Are you pretty good at it? Do you ever thought about working for yourself? Do you do anything else? Do you have any businesses? I'm asking all the questions. Because they're obviously trying to impress you. So may the best man win. Whoever got the most. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whichever one is showing the most interest and has the most, that's the one you go for. They'll start competing with each other. That happens a lot. They'll just start competing with each other. All right, so y'all got your homework? Good. Now go do it. And when y'all do it, y'all going to see change. I got to go. Do you think success has come from pure manifestation? I think when you reprogram yourself, manifesting is reprogramming yourself, your subconscious mind. Okay? Look at it deeper, baby. When you talk to yourself and you say stuff and you say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want, you're literally rewiring your brain to get you on that path. So yes, you're subconsciously going to start doing stuff to lead you to the money. All right? Manifesting is to subconsciously program yourself to get to that money, to not entertain no more dust. If you're not aware of that and you keep going backwards, you're self-sabotaging because you don't feel like you deserve it yet. That's why I told you to make a list, and that's why I gave you a homework so you can learn how to feel deserving of all of these things. If you're manifesting that something you don't feel like you deserve, you're gonna repel it. because your subconscious mind is still battling itself, saying you don't deserve this, you don't deserve this, you don't deserve this. Your standards are too high. Your standards are too high. You don't even treat yourself like this. What makes you think you deserve this? Girl, go home and take a luxury bath, put that ambiance on, get you a candle, get you some champagne, put it in a glass, be all luxurious, put your fancy robe on, watch some bougie shows, get into the energy of the lifestyle that you want to attract. Feel deserving of it by getting it to yourself first, even if it's just what you could do. Because you're all sitting around talking about, I don't deserve this, I can't do this. No, you can't, because you don't even do it for yourself. People treat you how you treat yourself, okay? Get into it. Walk around the house with your fancy gowns and robes on. Put your jewelry on. Put the music on. Put the ambiance on. Walk around with a glass of champagne or juice or whatever in a wine glass. Who cares? Get into it. Program yourself that you deserve the best. Give yourself the best treatment. That's how it starts. When you manifest more, it's going to be easier for your subconscious mind to accept if this is your lifestyle now, already. Get into it, okay? You're going to self-sabotage yourself if you don't feel like you deserve this. So get to feeling like you deserve it. Do those things for yourself. Everything is a ritual. Everything is an event. Everything is an experience. Romanticize your life in a way that reflects the lifestyle that you're trying to manifest. And that's literally it. Okay? Keep going and do it. This is a video on reprogramming itself. Watch it. Y'all keep missing the point. This is why people charge money for this information. But you can't, like, even though I try to give it out for free, people don't want nothing for free. If I wrote this in a book or put it in a masterclass, the same information that's in this free video, the same information you're asking that I just gave, I could do that, fine. I'll do it. But I'm giving it out free if you just listen. Okay? The same stuff that I told you in this video 57 million times, it's good. If I put it in a book and put a price on it, or put it in a master class and put a price on it, or put it in a course and put a price on it, you'd pay for it, but you could still get it right here for free. The one thing about reprogramming yourself is to be able to learn anywhere from anybody. Okay? How do you deal with these dusties in the comments, Shira? The same way their mama dealt with them. Unfortunately. Ignore them. Tell them off. I don't know. With disappointment. You say you're not a dusty? Then why you acting like one? All right. That's how I have to do when I got to a store. When dust approaches, ignore. Exactly, girl. How to stop feeling stuck and start loving yourself again. Just start. Like I said, treat yourself like you're the best thing on the planet. Treat yourself like you are a queen, a princess. Give yourself princess treatment. Okay? Make everything an event. All right? Drink your drinks out of beautiful glasses. Eat your food off of beautiful plates. Take a bubble bath with oils and nice soaps and put on the music and the ambiance. Walk around your house instead of putting on some nasty clothes or some jogging pants. Put on a robe and a gown and some little cute slippers. Okay. Make sure you look like the life you want. Put in effort. Nobody wants to put in effort to someone who doesn't put in effort to themselves. Okay. No one wants to put in effort to a woman who doesn't put effort into herself. People will treat you how you treat yourself. Get up and do something. Start today. Doesn't matter. Start tonight. I have all these fancy robes and I always have all these fancy nightgowns and slippers. I have bougie stuff all over my house. That's how I roll. For myself. That gives you the mindset to accept nothing less. Do you understand? Put that on. Feel how it feels against your skin. You can order it cheap online. It's just how it makes you feel and how it looks. And it's better than a pair of sweats and t-shirts, okay? You got to walk and talk and act like the main character in all situations. Okay? Now, some days you can be more comfortable than others, but keep the same mindset and the same quality of life that you want to attract, just on a smaller level. All right? Mm-hmm. You said what? Playing classical music in the background makes everything feel more cinematic. Yeah, girl. Put that classical music on. Get your little champagne. Put a little ambiance on the television. Light some candles. Make sure the space is clean, okay? Because that looks ratchet if everything dirty. Make sure your house is nice and tidy. Put your little candles on. I have a record and I have like vinyl records that I play. I have classical records or whatever. Or just put on the phone with a little speaker, whatever. Walk around your house, act bougie, whatever. Get into the mindset. Make your little manifestation journal, your mood board or whatever, Pinterest boards or whatever, and get into the energy of it. Then start thinking about ideas on when you get some money, how you gonna make more money from that money. Okay, that's it. Men could do the same thing. All right, light you a little masculine smelling candle, take a good shower or whatever, put that good cologne on, put some silk robe or whatever on you got. Don't be too feminine with it though. Make sure it's masculine colors and the cologne smell good and you don't do your eyebrows too arched. Okay. Stay out of don't overdo your arches, overdo your beard. It's gonna get gay. Okay. Make sure you leave a little scruff so people know you straight. All right. Do the same thing as a man. You get to the rich energy. And if you have kids, you're going to teach them as well. It's a good thing. Oh, that's my cue. I got to go. Thank y'all, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Y'all go do the homework I gave y'all. See y'all later. Bye.